No Trey Lance. No Trey Lance talk. I can't.
No Trey Lance talk.
Yo, nonstop. I can't handle it.
OG don't even come on my channel no more. I don't know what OG be doing.
You're no longer in our private chat, are you, Fifth, man?
No.
I muted that chat, but I already told you. But man, it's just
I'm not in no private.
Exactly. Like a DJ Metcalf. I'm like, yeah, so we're gonna have two $30 million fucking wide receivers.
Right. Oh my
wait. I haven't read because I'll be honest, Savage. I don't read any of the shit anymore because it's like our old chat, Fifth, man.
What's up, Jay? What up?
What's up, Jay?
I need to sign in. We got a man. I don't even know where to begin. This team is stinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I hate sounding like man. It's hard. It's hard to critique this team without just crapping on them because they are crap.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, Savage, did Sports Junkie reach out to you?
He'd reach out to me, but last week I jumped on one of his shows. I got attacked by everybody.
Yeah.
He texted me earlier, asked me for your number.
That same show joined later. Fifth joined later.
I had a cool conversation with him, but I had people coming at me left and right.
That's how they do me over there. When I'm over there, they do me the same. When they fire me over there.
Yeah.
They fry me over there, bro. I can't have no good
There's no goodwill debate, huh? It's not.
They frying me over there. Yo, can we talk about this team trying to pay Odighizuwa all this money?
What are they trying to pay him?
Oh, you haven't heard?
No, man, I didn't hear, man. I haven't kept in touch with it at all, man. You got to keep.
They're working on a $90 million deal with Odighizuwa.
$90 million? What are they fucking stupid?
For 4 years,
$22 million a year.
Okay,
between 21 and 23 million a year, bro.
Jerry is. That is stupid.
But this falls back to they never want to be wrong, and they like to draft. They like to pay their own players. And I was thinking about this earlier. In the last 30 years, we've paid 3 defensive tackles. One was Leroy Glover, who was a free agent that we got when Parcells was the coach. The other one was Tyrone Crawford, who I thought, he must have had the best agent in the world to get a $60 million deal.
Yeah, right.
He was hot garbage.
Right.
Yo, you gotta look on YouTube. There's a clip of him getting knocked the fuck out outside of ninth bouncer. Yo, it's the funniest hell. And now we're gonna pay Osa an undersized 3-tech in a draft where there's legit D linemen. It doesn't make sense, man.
I don't know what to say to the shit. That is stupid.
You didn't even know.
I didn't know. I'm just not talking about it, man.
It's been all over Twitter. It's hot news. They trying to work him up to a $90 million.
I'm looking at it online right now. That is just Jerry is drinking something special, man.
Bro, I don't get it. So you mean to tell me Myles Garrett can make 31, and this dude is only $8 million less better than Myles Garrett? Are you serious?
Listen, you guys know I'm not a big stat guy. You know I'm not.
Yeah, sure.
He's the 50th last year, the 50th ranked defensive tackle in the NFL. He's had 2 coaches already, and he still sucks. He disappears. He disappears.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at his rankings right now. Solo tackles, 150th in the league.
And they're trying to get him $90 million. Charlene, what's up?
He was 95th in sacks, 78th in forced fumbles, and again 150th in interceptions. Which granted is not, that is what it is. But I mean, I get that he had spurts later in the season, but if you're paying him $20 million over a total of a $90 million contract, I
want to pay him $5 million.
And we're expecting to do what this year? You're paying all these dudes this amount of money. You're trying to. I don't know what they're expecting to do this season, man. How are people coming out and saying that we're going to be a playoff team this year when you're giving everyone this amount of money? And then Micah's up, Micah's up, and then there's going to be
Deron Bland.
Well, there we go. I was blanking on his
Trey
name.
Smith,
Trey
Trey Ferguson.
I mean, who we're going to pay all the motherfuckers? Like, come on.
Aubrey the kicker. He's going to want at least
Right.
$5-7 million.
I mean, like, fuck. Like, we're going to pay everyone the highest paid in the league? Like, what the fuck is these guys doing, man?
That's what the Dallas fans think. They think Dak Prescott has to have 5 first-round offensive linemen in front of him. He has to have 2 first-round wide receivers, a first-round running back. It's just a joke, man. It's really pathetic. It really is. It's
But you
hard.
already know the slate of excuses are going to be out for him this year. But just based off of the fact that Zach Martin retired last week, we already know that the slate of excuses is going to be like a laundry list for them. So, like, no matter who's out there.
George, what's up, George? Y'all got rid of Debo.
There's even talk about them wanting to re-sign Tank, bro. Like,
Yeah, yeah, they're working on it. Yep, they are.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Yes.
my God, man.
They
You know what I
met with
want?
him already.
This
You know what I
team
want?
is stupid.
Like one of these computer geeks to do, because I'm not a computer guy. You know how like they broke down Dak Prescott's interceptions and stuff like that?
Yeah.
The thing with Tank, they say he doesn't get the sacks, but he gets pressured. So I would like to see the breakdown of all of his pressures that still led to completed passes, touchdowns, stuff like that. Because just because you have a pressure doesn't mean you broke up the play.
Dude, D-Law
You just flushed the quarterback out of the pocket.
Look, D-Law has worn down a lot. We can't deny that, man. He's just not. You're gonna bring him back too, motherfucker.
They met with him. They met with him Thursday.
This team is just.
They trying to bring the market. What y'all trying to get him? What's his name over there, Washington?
Who?
Dan Quinn.
Oh, Dan Quinn. Yeah.
I could see that. Let him go.
Let him go.
Yeah,
Let him go.
Yeah, man.
So he'll play for Dan Quinn for 5 games. Let him go, bro.
I mean, I would love to let him go, but I can see the Cowboys bringing D-Law back, man, and their fucking stupid ass fucking heads. These guys are idiots, man.
Yo, 29th. We were 29th against the run last year.
Yeah.
And we're going to bring back the same D lineman?
I'm booking, man. I think it's going to be the same song and dance as last year, man.
And I don't want to hear Dan Zimmer because we sucked first
Mike
one versus Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn.
And now we're going to be on our 3rd defensive coach with the same players.
Same players.
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson couldn't coach these dudes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's three coaches in the last 3 years, man. That's just.
Shout out to Sports Junkie. I was on there telling my dog, Champ.
What's up, champs?
What's up, guys? How y'all
Champ,
doing, man?
You looking like your hair looking like you was in that 1979 movie Warriors. You remember Warriors?
Yeah, I remember that.
Classic movie.
Yeah.
Movie. Champ.
Yeah.
What you think about them trying to work up a $90 million deal for Odighizuwa, man?
Fucking stupid.
Well, before I say that, I want to pin. I do have a new channel called Dakaronis.
Subscribe.
Do you really? Okay, sweet.
I saw it.
Yeah. So, yeah, it got Dakaronis. It's going to be more than just making fun of Dak. It's going to make fun of the whole Cowboys organization.
Because they all a joke.
Okay.
They are a joke.
Bro, Jerry was at
Okay.
the combine today. It was a joke, bro. Like, he doesn't fucking know what he's looking at.
No,
Now,
not at all.
Now, my thing is with this. Okay. Me, Uncensored, Danny Savage, we've been texting this. And OG, we've been texting this. Why would you spend that money, $22, $23 million on Osa, and it's a bunch of defensive tackles you can get in the 5th round that's maybe just as better.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that kid from I've been looking at that kid from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deone Walker.
Yes, you can get him.
he dieted down like 335. He's probably 360 already since.
Yeah, so I'm like, I mean, see, man, I can't even get excited about this damn team because here we go, free agency. Then you go spending stupid money on very much overrated players. You already did it once last year, and then you should be getting rid of Steele, but you're not.
Yeah.
I won't be a bit surprised they don't address the offensive tackles with this draft. I bet you they so fucking stubborn. Excuse my French. I'm trying not to cuss too. They so freaking stubborn. They gonna keep guiding at the left tackle position. Mark my word.
Well, you know they're gonna do it. 100%.
Because they still talking about Steele can do it. No, Steele cannot do it.
18 million he's getting paid too.
And then watch. I saw one mock draft that Gentry, the Golden Child, he wants. They got him going down past the 20, and watch the Cowboys still draft him at 12.
You know what's funny though? Today on the Twitter machine, starting to see a lot of posts that because today the running backs ran, and a lot of posts were like, why should Dallas pick a running back at 12 with all these monsters that I've only been saying that for 11 months straight.
Yeah, right.
There was quite a few posts, bro.
Yeah.
Gentry has small hands, can't block. Listen, he's good. He is good. Bro, I got third. Bro, I could find me 3 starters on day 3. This running back draft is so deep.
Yeah.
It's very much.
Like,
let me put the Pepsi down because it's the Guru Health team here right now. So let me hide my Pepsi, man.
And I tried to explain it. Paying Osa Odighizuwa is like paying Rico McDowell $10 million a year with 30 to 35 running backs with a draftable grade. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
Now, Osa, $10 million, yes. 22, no.
No.
I wouldn't give him $500.
Cowboys corner,
man. Corner.
What's up,
man?
What up?
How you doing, man?
Man, how you doing?
What's up, man?
Hey, man, I'm doing fantastic. How you guys been?
Good,
Yo,
man.
whoa.
Man, you looking real slim. Your shirt fit.
Yeah, you do looking slim.
Man.
Yeah,
Look-
guys.
Looking like the Rock a little bit.
You've
Oh,
seen
you didn't know that?
yesterday, man?
Hey, Savage. Cowboys had a meeting with Michigan defensive tackle,
Yeah, the wrong one.
but it
Grant.
wasn't the one you wanted.
Exactly, the wrong one. Kenneth Grant. I see him late. He's a late first rounder. But he's a typical Michigan. He's 6'4", 340, so he's bigger than Maxi Pad, but he's the typical Michigan catch block defensive tackle. He's a late first rounder. I don't think he'll get past the Chargers because he'll be reunited with his college head coach.
Corner, man. They're trying to give Odighizuwa a $90 million contract. What you think?
Man, y'all already know what I think.
I know.
He was what? He was my franchise tag favorite. Franchise tag would have been $24 million. You could sign him for 20. Look, I know a lot of people, even my dog Joe. I watched this video. Even my dog Joe don't want him signed. The Cowboys champs just said there's 5th round picks that are better than Osa. So when we talk about draft, we're projecting. We don't know what these cats are gonna do. We can look at a guy and say, I see he mimics this guy's game, he mimics this guy's game, he does this well, he does that well, and then when he comes to the NFL, like Marshawn Nealon, I seen DeMarcus Lawrence 2.0. I didn't even see a Greg Ellis 2.0 in Nealon, right? I was wrong. So to say that there's a 5th round pick that's better than a guy that already has 4 years experience in the National Football League is a bit stretchy, right? So when I look at the defensive line, right, and you guys aren't going to disagree. You guys are going to disagree with me. That's cool, but this is me, right? I've always been an Osa Odighizuwa fan. And I thought in a contract year, 4.5 sacks, the defense wasn't what we thought the defense was going to be. But I thought Osa was one of the most productive players in the defense this year. Someone's going crazy. That was, before Micah came back and stuff, with Carl Lawson too. That guy too looked good, number 55. But Osa Odighizuwa, man, can't get mad at him for getting his money. Dak got his money. We didn't like it, but it is what it is. Osa, I hope they excite him. I hope they do. I like Osa.
Quick question though: How do you comp Nealon to Tank when there's like a 4-inch difference in height?
When I put on the tape, Savage, his run-stopping ability at Western Michigan, and you look at the way Tank moves, I seen a lot of similarities in bend. I seen a lot of similarities in technique.
I said zero bend from day one.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah,
that's what I see, right? But Nealon could step up and be the guy that I thought he was going to be, right? So it's just we evaluate players. I mean, how many first-round busts have there been in the National Football League year after year after year? How many people were drafted in the first round when they should have been drafted there? A lot of scouts had 3rd, 4th round grades on a guy named Travis Frederick. You sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. But it's hard to sell me that a 5th round tackle, defensive tackle, is already better than Osa. I mean, you can't sell me on that.
Usually centers have a lower grade. Creed Humphreys, an all-pro center, he went the last pick of round 2 a couple of years ago to the Kansas City Chiefs. Usually, I mean, think about it. We drafted Travis Frederick, and that was a great pick. But we drafted him because we didn't even have a center. We had Joe Looney. So,
But what was your grade on Travis Frederick? I didn't scout him. I wasn't in big draft that year when they draft. I didn't do no draft and stuff. What was your grade if you can remember that far back?
I don't remember that far back, but he's from Wisconsin. Wisconsin puts out linemen left.
They put out good linemen. They sure do.
I don't have a problem with Wisconsin. I mean, very, very rarely do you have a Wisconsin offensive lineman that is just a straight up bust. That's just straight up garbage.
That's true.
Usually they hang around the league about 6 to 10 years quietly, but they're there. It's just, it is what it is. No big deal.
It seems like corner is. I told y'all Jerry got to him a few years ago. I'm telling y'all. Corner, and since he already here, sign him game. Who is your boy Mike?
What's up?
That's Mike. That's the super chat gift for Mike.
Oh, you just changed it. I didn't know who you were. What's up, brother?
Not much. What's up with you?
Not much, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good to hear from you.
Hey, did you go on that hike today, Mike?
Yes, I did.
Great job, dude.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Thank you so much.
It seems like corner is pay him since he's already here, because your point about you'll take a guy with 4 years of experience over risking for a 5th round makes no sense. 4 years experience don't mean that was good 4 years. That got 10 years. How's that working out? So I would really take my risk on a new guy and trying and getting a new guy better versus Odighizuwa, who has been subpar the last 2 years, and giving him $90 million when all we do is talk about how we can't afford players because of the money we paid Dak. So we're going to give Odighizuwa $90 million on top of Dak, whatever his contract is. CeeDee Lamb, you got to pay Parsons. You mean to tell me that cornerback don't want to get paid Bland? There's so many. See, we're supposed to be trying to bring the money back down. You can get Odighizuwa type of production from anybody. He ain't getting special or fancy. He ain't showed me that fancy last year. The dude pop up and do something. I'm like, I forgot he was on the team.
He's replaceable.
He ain't showed me that to say I'm okay with this $90 million. I'm not just gonna do that because he's here. That's just like the Schottenheimer hire. It's because he was already here. Odighizuwa didn't do that and make me say, yeah, he earned that much.
Same with DeMarcus Lawrence, honestly. It's like he had like what 2 or 3 good years. Let's bring back DeMarcus Lawrence makes absolutely 0 sense. He's 32 years old. It just doesn't make sense bringing him back.
Listen, let both of them test the open market.
Agreed. 100%.
I don't see any team giving the 50th ranked defensive tackle in the NFL, Osa, $90 million. I just don't.
I think we I get it. Look at the big number of $90 million. Depending on the guarantees, he won't even touch $90 million. It ain't gonna be a fully guaranteed contract. But it can be $90 million, but one of the we can't say $90 million. I want to hear guarantees. What's the guarantees?
But when you have a contract that's that big, you're closer to making that number than you're not. So he's going to be closer to making that 90 than he's not. He's probably going to make 60.
That's still that's way too much.
That's way too much.
He won't get 60 guaranteed. He might get 30 guaranteed.
No way.
Listen,
might get 35.
He's going to make 20 a year.
The film is out there. Go back to the Green Bay game. When Dallas played Green Bay in the playoffs, Osa Odighizuwa,
he got ran over.
He took himself off the field on the first drive. I don't want to hear the drive was 8 minutes. If you're not in shape by the 18th game of the year, you ain't ever going to be in shape. And he took himself off the field on the first drive of the game. But I want to give him $500.
Did he get hurt?
I have no idea.
No,
I think he got poked in the eye or something.
Poked in the eye.
I think he got hurt.
Hold up, Chris.
I think you need eyeballs to play football, Savage.
Hold up, hold up, Chris. You there?
Yes. How's it going?
How you doing, man?
What's up?
I'm doing fine.
What you think about paying Odighizuwa? Let's just say $20 million a year.
Ooh, no, I wouldn't pay him that money, to be honest with you, especially the last 2 seasons.
He's replacing.
When I think of Osa Odighizuwa as a player, I think he's underrated in my opinion. He's definitely not a superstar, nowhere near $20 million guaranteed. Like, I think he's best at pass rush, but when it comes to stopping the run, no, absolutely not. Like, he needs, like, if he wants to be good at stopping the run, like, he needs to have another big defensive tackle along with it. But to answer your question, fifth quarter, I would say no, don't pay Osa Odighizuwa all that money.
I think for me, I just see, and corner always do this. Corner has this if it ain't broke, don't fix it mentality all the time.
He does.
But if it ain't
that's
broke,
cap.
It doesn't get better. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just because you can always, put a clothes hanger on your TV and make it the channel show up clear, that don't mean you don't need a new TV. You're just prolonging it. Odighizuwa, for what you're trying to win.
Yeah.
He's not effective in winning on this team on a consistent basis.
100%.
Oh, no, he's not.
If they said we're going to give him offer him $10 million a year, I'm okay with that because his production doesn't equal up
$10 million a year
for the last 4 years. That say he deserves $20 million.
$20 million, no way, man.
That's up there with
Oh,
the
no,
big
I
dog.
wouldn't.
He's not a big dog. Y'all, please don't overtalk nobody. That's up there with the big dogs. He's not that. He's never done anything that made me say he deserves $20 million a year. Odighizuwa, you barely even hear his name. He'll show up every 5 games, get us something, do a little stupid little flex, and then he disappears.
Yeah.
We're being stuck on he's already here and he's a nice guy. We're being stuck on that he don't cause no trouble. But you can't look at that man 4 years and say, yeah, they pay him exactly what he deserves. When this team is in the gutter, we have nobody, we have no money, and you try to give a normal guy a Jag, just a guy. $20 million. When you think of top defensive tackles in the league, his name is not even close to those guys.
Oh no, not even in the top
close to
20.
none of them. And that's the type of money he's about to get paid, like he's one of them. So yeah, I got a problem with that because I want to win.
Yeah.
And I'd rather pay Parsons than him.
I agree.
At least I know Parsons
I agree.
can be effective in big moments. Parsons have made sacks in big moments.
Mhm.
But Odighizuwa, that type of money, you want to keep him fine. But off 20, why is that even Savage? What we said, still had 4 good games a few years ago, and they opened the book for him. The man, he wasn't worth what they paid him. Terrence Steele wasn't worth what they pay him. This is what Jerry does. He do Terrence Crawford, D-Law. He do this with all these normal guys. When we paid DeMarcus on, he wasn't worth that contract.
Oh no,
What they
paying
paid.
him was a mistake.
And I mean,
There's nothing Odighizuwa doing is just make me okay with like, yeah, finally lock him up because we need him. If we lose Odighizuwa, oh my God, what will we do? He's not that. He's just a guy. He's
And fifth,
you tell me something he did better than James Bohanna did.
He stayed on the roster and didn't get cut.
Exactly.
Who was more effective?
Osa Odighizuwa. Bohanna got cut.
Plenty good players on this team that got cut.
Where's Bohanna now?
He's starting in Seattle,
He
though.
played with Seattle.
He's starting
I
in
mean,
Seattle.
Yeah.
I mean,
He ain't doing nothing.
Our defensive run is 29th versus the run. So our defensive run is broken. So I just don't see anything keeping them. I don't see any upside of keeping Osa. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't
We
either.
can go defensive tackle round 1, round 2, round 3. It doesn't have to be 5th. There's 30 defensive tackles in this draft. They're better than him.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let me ask you this. And when you want to go replace somebody, which one would you? Because it looks like Osa staying here. So why not? Okay, we know Osa's better than Mozzie Smith.
Mozzie Smith is trash.
But that's not saying.
So why not replace Mozzie Smith? We could focus on one guy, but there's a whole bigger issue right beside Osa Odighizuwa.
Mozzie Smith is the worst player we've ever drafted. Wasted Ron. Why is he even still on the fucking team?
Because he was a first-round draft pick.
Wasted
No,
Ron.
he's a bust.
And
for
Jerry
sure.
hates to admit he was wrong.
No, he's a bust.
Also, he doesn't like playing football. He just likes to hit people.
Exactly.
Corner, could you finish what you were saying?
I was done. I mean, Osa's the least of our problems on this defensive line. The least of our problems. And we could get to do the averages of 20 million. It ain't the NFL contract. The averages might be 20 a year, but he could be making 10 his first year. He could make 15 the second year. Then what is that? That's $25 million a year. That's probably his guarantees. And then you're done with them. We got to stop looking at the averages and the guarantees and look. That's why I'm on Dak's ass, because his cap hit is $90 million. Osa's cap hit right now is 0 because he's a free agent, and his cap hit will probably be $10 million, maybe $15 million in his first year as a Cowboy. The number you said you're okay with them playing on.
So, but you're okay in the last 30 years. We signed Leroy Glover when we had Parcells, and he performed. Besides that, the only other defensive tackles we paid was Tyrone Crawford and Osa. So for 30 years, those are the two guys. That's why we have 30 years of nothing. That's why our fan base is part of the problem.
Tell me, outside of Jason Hatcher Savage, outside of Jason Hatcher and Jay Ratliff, who the hell have they ever brought in here?
I'm telling you, Jerry sucks. Jerry sucks. Jerry sucks. I admit it. But besides Leroy Glover, who he took as a free agent, but it's like but Hatcher still had a good year with the Redskins. He had like 8-9 sacks 1 year with the Redskins. We let him go. It seemed like Crawford was like the go-to guy. Like he must have had like naked pictures of somebody.
He was a Swift Army knife. He was
he got
Golston of
was
that
criminal.
time.
I don't care if he's outside or inside. He wasn't good. That don't mean that because he could play both positions. He wasn't good.
He was decent.
In 2014,
He wasn't trash.
In 2014, what was Dallas's defense ranked?
I don't remember. To be honest.
They had 32 takeaways. I think they were like collectively. I think they had 38 sacks or something like that. They were
number one versus the run, I believe.
Yeah,
they had Nick Hayden as their defensive as their zero tech.
That's old school right there, baby. Y'all remember that?
Man,
Nick Hayden. And I'm sorry, last year, as crazy as this sounds, and it's pathetic. For defensive tackles, it's pathetic. I think Linval Joseph was our best defensive tackle last year. As horrible as that sounds, and that sounds fucking horrendous. Excuse my language. That's an old man we signed off the street like a week before the season started. He was our best defensive tackle last year. That's sad.
Oh, yeah.
For me, listen, when I look at how pathetic this defense is when it comes to run stop, you can pick a year.
Yeah.
I'm not excited about giving nobody that type of money.
I agree.
When we've been atrocious at stopping the run. So I'm not excited about giving none of them that type of money because they all been stink. They all disappear. So you're just going to pick and say, you know what? Let's get Mozzie. No, man. I'm not. It's not about, the ranking or whatever. It's just why are you putting that type of money? Why is it even an option? So regardless if it's 10 million, 15, let him test the market, man. Can we start over? He ain't showing me nothing that another D. He's just a guy. Mozzie is not special. I mean, not Mozzie. Osa Odighizuwa is not special.
He hasn't really done anything.
He's literally just a guy.
We might as well pay Rico Dowell. There's only 35 running backs with draftable grades. We might as well pay Rico. We know what we got with Rico.
He hasn't done much of anything.
Let me pay my respect to the R&B neo-soul legend, Angie Stone, who died in the car accident today, got hit by 18-wheeler.
Oh, Lord.
Damn.
Man. Oh, Lord.
So, R.I.P. to Miss Angie Stone. Also,
how old was she?
Oh, she might have been 50. I'm not sure.
Jesus, man.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
Why you don't know her music, Corner? You say you 3% black. Osa is getting paid.
I am 3%.
Oh God, here we go with this.
Exactly, Nate. That's why I tell y'all, Corner got a big old jug of that Jerry Kool-Aid in his refrigerator.
No.
Yes, dude. 63. She was 63. Corner falls under our guys. Over the Corner argue about Jason Witten, DeMarcus Lawrence, Sean Lee, Tyron Smith, all our guys that Jerry don't want to let go because they were here. Corner feel the same way about all of them. And he's having the same thing about Odighizuwa right now. Corner do not like to let guys go that we pay. That come. He don't like it. Odighizuwa is just a guy. Go ahead.
This is PFF ranking and commentation on Osa Odighizuwa. All right. Osa Odighizuwa, Dallas Cowboys. An ascending player who has performed each season in the NFL after being drafted by the Dallas Cowboys in the third round of 2021. And 2023 was full of career highs for Odighizuwa, who earned at least above average PFF grade as both run defender and pass defender. He finished with 44 total pressures and 27 defensive stops.
Yo, listen.
PFF has the worst grades out of any site on the internet. PFF.
Thank you. Exactly. Pedestrian numbers. And you're grading him within the Cowboys organization?
No, that was defensive tackles in the league.
He's what number?
He was 23.
In what?
In what?
In rankings out of the whole defensive tackles in the whole league.
In 23? And wait, so 23 out of how many?
I don't know. Let me go back to the link.
23? So now we're saying 23 is decent?
Hold on. Yeah, that's good. It ain't last.
Oh, is that the standard now? It's not last.
Out of 32.
Out of 32, he's almost at the end.
He's almost
I can't do this, bro.
He's at the bottom
Stop
tier.
it.
Let's look at the top 10. Let's look at the top 10. Hold up.
Wait. Before you do that, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, go ahead.
Chris Jones, Dexter Lawrence, Quentin Williams, Derek Brown, Cameron Hayward, DeForest Buckner, Javon Hargrave, Jeffrey Simons, Jalen Carter, and the other one, Christian Wilkins. You mean to tell me he's only that much away from those guys? Sign him, Jerry.
Ah, Christ. Man.
Who has Hargraves?
Wait.
Fan, right?
Wait.
Let
I don't mean to cut nobody off. I apologize.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Derek Brown was ranked number what?
Did I say Derek Brown? Oh, yeah, Derek Brown. Number 4.
Derek Brown is number 4. We about to pay Mozzie $20 million a year, and Derek Brown only make 24.
He makes 24?
24.
And Mozzie about to make 20?
20.
We got Mozzie on a discount.
Man, this dude. I can't.
So a guy that ranks number 4 only makes $4 million more than a guy that ranks number 23. Man, if anybody got someone on this topic, because I'm done with it.
Man, I'm with you.
No.
I agree.
Look, man, he's just
Derek Brown has a 4-year, $96 million contract, and they trying to give Mozzie 4-year, $90. Cut it out.
Man, come on.
I got a question for everybody on the panel, if I may.
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
And we need to have decorum in this freaky Saturday. All right? Eshawn Savage, the dude down here with no profile picture, Mike, 5th quarter. What realistic production will satisfy you from Mozzie Smith? I mean, from fucking shit. You did that too, 5th quarter. From Osa Odighizuwa.
So
Go ahead. Who wants to go first?
you're asking about Mozzie.
No, I'm asking about Osa. What realistic production will you say, God damn it, that motherfucker's the GOAT? No, not the GOAT. Not the GOAT. Let me take that back. Gosh darn it, that mother lover's pretty damn good.
Okay, do me a favor. Go to ESPN. See where they got Osa ranked at D tackle.
I don't think does ESPN do rankings? Oh, they sure
yeah,
do.
They do. Yeah, they
I
do.
think so.
But that kind of production, it's very simple.
Whoever made this list. Well, this is edge rushers. Where the fuck is? Oh, here's defensive tackles.
There you go.
Number 12.
No.
Number 12.
That's too high.
Go.
Oh, Lord. He's ranked 150th in solo tackles, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, let's
He's only been in the league for 4 years. What are you comparing that to? Are you doing 4 years? What are you doing here? What are you? What's the boundaries of your statistic?
These conversations be crazy, man.
Yeah, man. I'm just talking about this past year, man. We can go down the.
So there's 150.
He's
defensive tackles.
He's undersized.
From what I'm reading, I don't know.
He's undersized. He vanishes for the second half of the season unless I'm watching different games. I'm very simple. Stop the run, and to play 3 tech, I'd be happy 7-8 sacks a season.
Yeah, I mean, be bet. I mean,
He said, is that fine citizen or is that corner? What the F?
No.
He said his content creator holding corner hostage off camera, right? I don't know.
If you guys rock with me, if you guys fuck with Cowboys corner, you know I'm a Osa fan.
They don't. I'm an Osa fan too.
What college did he go to?
I know this.
Hold
on. Yes, I do.
Even a
Hold on. My hands are right here. Hold on. Hold on.
He went to like one of the most like. Come on.
Damn. Why do I have a brain fart? Hold on. I fucking know this shit.
It's in California.
It's in
I know
New
where
York.
I know
It's
where
on
he
the
went
West
to.
Coast.
I know where he went to.
It's in California.
It's where
Is it on the
Eshan
West
is.
Coast?
It's where Eshan
Yeah.
is.
It's where I live. Yeah. You want me to
Who's
tell you?
you at? Yeah, tell me.
UCLA.
Yeah, I was gonna say
UCLA.
that. Fuck it. That was 4 years ago. All I know is Osa's the man.
Man, we can get. Come on, dude. No, man.
You can get 4.5 sacks out of anybody.
Out of anybody, man.
He was tied for 95th, man. He wasn't
Come on.
spectacular, bro.
He was not that good, man.
Bro, he's not that, bro.
If Savage is saying
It's
that
so-
we can get defensive ends or defensive, I'm sorry, bro. If Savage is saying we can get defensive tackles in the first round to the 5th, we can get someone to replace that productive. That's what he was saying. So, I mean,
Do we need to go back and look at the defensive tackles the Cowboys have a history of drafting?
So because in the past we've not done good, let's just say screw it.
Why do you think the Cowboys don't draft quarterbacks? Because they can't.
Okay, well then, hey, hey, Dak Prescott it is then.
Well, obviously they just signed him to a 4-year deal.
Okay.
October, November, December, January, February, March. 6 months ago. 6 months ago.
what did he slip into his protein drink, man? Some spike creatine or something?
I don't know.
He got that beta alanine. That butt itch is
Just
real.
don't, I don't know. I don't know.
That beta alanine is messing with his head.
You can't.
It's not going to be $20 million a year. It ain't going to be $90 total million.
It's
That's
not
where
about
you guys
No,
are focusing, and it's not
No, we're
that.
not. No, we're not. He should
We're
not be
focusing on-
making anywhere near what the top 5 defensive tackles are making. Not even close. He shouldn't
It's
be.
where the guarantees are, Fifth. If it comes out with $60 million guaranteed, it's a bad deal. If
not
it's 30 to 35, it's a good deal.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
That's why I'm saying if it's heavy guarantees, horrible. That's not a good deal. If it's 30 to 35 guarantees, sign me up. Cowboys corners on board. That's a good contract for the Cowboys, and that's a good contract for Osa.
He's saying that's a good contract for the Cowboy, but we ain't talking about productivity though.
Oh my God.
The
There's
man-
bigger problems.
The man
But
was
Osa.
almost invisible last year, bro.
He had a decent. He had a better. This was his contract year, and he had the most sacks that he's ever had in 4 years.
Yeah, 4.5.
How many sacks did
This
he
was
have?
his best year. He had 4.5 sacks. This was his best year as a Cowboy.
Best
And
year-
since when is 4.5 sacks good? I didn't.
Did you not watch the same defense? 5th quarter, Eshan. Oh man, Mike Zimmer makes adjustments late. Mike Zimmer this, Mike Zimmer that. Now it's solely on Osa Odighizuwa.
Who said that?
Who said solely? You know,
Who said
Okay, but
solely?
how many sacks did Osa have with Dan Quinn?
3.5.
He sucked with Dan Quinn against the run. I'm talking run. He's horrendous against the run. He's undersized. I don't want
when
no
you
part
play-
of him. I can draft 30 defensive tackles in this draft better than him.
Whoever said it
Can
was
you do it
solely-
better than the Cowboys? Because that's the one actually drafting Savage.
Yeah, Dallas sucks drafting defensive
I
tackles.
agree.
I'm sure you can draft 30 better guys. But can the Dallas Cowboys draft it? Because they're the one turning in the car to the lead.
But the sad part is, I'm telling you, if they pay him that 90, they're gonna go.
It's not 90.
No, I'm just saying hypothetically,
Let
the
him talk.
number. If they pay him that number, they're gonna go some crazy fucking different. Excuse my language. They're gonna go some completely different route in the draft. I guarantee you. Because they're gonna say we're good at TT. You just got 90 mil there.
Mhm.
They're gonna go with
Whoa,
a
whoa.
wide receiver round 1, running back round 2, and probably look to trade back, man.
Hey, chill on disrespect, my boy. Ain't no punks over here, man.
What's up? What I miss?
Cowboy corner sounds like a punk. Send him the link.
Yeah, come on the channel. Tell us why. Come and tell us why corner sound like a punk. Come on.
Let's not get disrespectful, man.
Yeah.
No, that ain't disrespectful. I can take some on the chin, but let's see if he can. Click the link.
This disrespect, you might
I'm
not
not
take it, but it's unnecessary.
It's unnecessary.
Like we have
just talk like a gentleman.
click the link and come in here.
Hey,
If you're not coming in here to talk about it, bro, then keep them type of coming to yourself, man.
but here's Savage's point. I don't think, and this is me talking here, I don't think if the Cowboys sign Osa, they're going to say, "Oh, we're good,"
They definitely are.
because you still have a blinking light over Mozzie. You still don't know who's behind Osa. You don't like the Cowboys can't. If they say that, they are the worst franchise in NFL history, not just today, in history.
When they brought Zeke back, then they said we was good.
Yeah, he thought that
90%ers, yeah.
Did they not though?
Yes.
They
He
all
literally
ran out and bought the jerseys.
They
He
said
said
they was
that Zeke-
good.
He said that he didn't know whether Derrick Henry would work for 2K, but he was sure that Zeke would be productive. Fucking
Yeah, right.
Go ahead, got the floor. Go ahead.
I remember there was a content creator, I'd rather not give out names, but he said that that Zeke had a good game against the 49ers. Like, come on. He was horrible the whole year. Why did we even sign him to begin with?
To
These
sell
media-
21 jerseys.
These
It's
media
already-
guys piss me off so much.
For
They don't
attention.
see the real problems with the team. I've talked about this before. Guys like Scooter Magruder, he doesn't see the real problems with the team. That's why I don't watch his content anymore.
That's good. That guy's annoying, man.
I can't
I'll
watch that.
bet money we signed Shiloh Sanders day 3 just to throw the 21
think
on
so?
his back.
I can't
Yes.
watch that. Scooter Magruder, man. Can't watch him.
I can't watch him either, man.
Who?
That Scooter Magruder motherfucker, man. I can't.
He
I
do
never heard.
like reactions after the game. It's
It's
all
fake.
And he says,
fake.
"Oh, we're going to the
Corner-
Super Bowl." I'm
Corner
like,
hate him.
Shut up.
I never heard
It's
of him.
fake as fuck, man.
Corner hate him. Corner can't
Now-
stand.
I was the first one to say, "How did y'all watch this
That's a
guy?"
fact. You was the first. That's a fact.
No, I can't stand him. Then fuck that guy.
Yeah, no, they did though. I saw all them guys did that, bro. Like here's my thing, man. We can't progress. My thing is, corner. If we know this run game has been atrocious, and Odighizuwa, along with Mozzie Smith, has contributed to it being that bad, how can we pay this type of money? We need to figure something else out. Paying him isn't going to make him play better. That's
It
not how it works. He
Why are
just
we
hasn't been
afraid of
productive
starting
what
over?
we needed him to be. He's terrible. We need you to be good right there. You're making a lot of money and you just haven't shown that you're good right there. So why would you be worth? It's not that he's worth that much. We got to stop because these guys are likable and they flash here and there to think that, man, he deserves the money. No, he don't. No, he don't. Draft somebody. Get somebody that's cheaper in free agency. Why would you lock him up for that many years when we already got Dak, CD, and now we got to do Bland, Parsons? No, Odighizuwa shouldn't be a part of that piece. He just shouldn't be. Not for that much money. For me, I just don't like that because it's going to put us even in more cap hill. We already in trouble with this Prescott, dude.
I proposed a great question the other day. Would
Go
you
ahead.
rather sign Osa for 90, whatever it comes down to a year, or sign the Eagles' right guard, Mekhi Becton, who's 6'7", 380, and he's a free agent? He was originally a left tackle out of Louisville for the Jets. Jets didn't pick up his fifth-year option. He went to the Eagles, and he fucking mowed, excuse my language, he mowed down everything that was in front of him. Basically, Leonard Davis 2.0. So would you rather have Mekhi Becton at right guard or Osa at defensive tackle? You could probably get Mekhi Becton for like $14 million.
We got back
Right
to
guard. Right guard. Oh, yeah, because Zach Martin just retired.
Yeah.
I worry about our O line. We get killed.
Oh, yeah.
With how our O line currently is.
But then these motherfuckers want Genty.
Genty would be set up to fail. I don't think drafting him is a good idea at all. And you have the media guys saying that drafting Genty will solve all of the problems. It's not going to solve shit. Excuse my language too, but it's not going to solve anything if we sign Genty. He's our horrendous O line. I remember Savage said. I I remember he said that Gentry, he's better for a team that's one player away from contention.
Yeah.
We have too many holes to fill, and the problem is when we pay our players, they regress.
100%.
That's true.
Corner, man, would you go draft for right guard or free agency?
So what I've been hearing,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to go draft a right guard. I think they're going to put Cooper Beebe at right guard.
Oh,
Really?
And Brock Hoffman at center.
There's
Really?
only you're lucky if you see one guard go in the entire first round, and that's Tyler Booker out of Alabama. Big kid, he's like 6'6", 360. He just has sloppy feet with pass protection.
So Brock
You
Hoffman
have-
will be our center now.
Yeah, and you have to remember, our line coach was the offensive line and the OC at Kansas, where Cooper Beebe came from.
No, I said that earlier. I have faith. I have a little bit of faith because he produced Cooper Beebe, and then the year before Beebe, Steve Avila, who went to the Rams. I think he's playing left guard or center for the Rams. So that's like our only coach I have any faith in is our offensive line coach from Kansas.
And I'll tell you this: what I like about Brock Hoffman is my friends with the Cowboy Up podcast interviewed Brock Hoffman.
Mm-hmm.
And Brock Hoffman is a nasty individual on the field. Do you guys remember that fight between, was it Osa and Zach Martin? Who was it against? There was a big fight in training camp. And Zach Martin, when Zach Martin jumped on the pile, y'all remember that?
That was Travis Frederick and what's his name?
Yeah, but that was when Travis
4 years
Frederick
ago.
was sick and didn't know it, and he was up against one of
So anyway, there was a fight with Brock Hoffman just recently, a couple of training camps ago. But some other people were fighting, and Brock Hoffman's like on the Cowboy Podcast, I started that fight. And if you look at Brock Hoffman on the field, especially against the Eagles, he was pissing a lot of that defensive line off because that's just the nastiness that he has. And I think that Brock Hoffman with Clayton, the new OC here, with his running style, with the Kansas guy that came in here with his style, I think Brock Hoffman can really shine in this system that they're trying to put together.
But this is his last year, correct?
Yeah, he's a restricted free agent, so yeah, he'll be on a chicken tender.
So basically, it'll be his last year as a Cowboy.
He said Brock Hoffman is very underrated. Yeah, corner was always bragging about Brock Hoffman when he was
No, he's physical. I mean,
yeah.
He's physical.
What college he came out of?
It was North. I think it was Cleveland. I think Cleveland's his hometown.
Okay. No, Brock Hoffman. Oh, Cleveland was his hometown, but he went to Coastal Carolina and Virginia Tech.
He went to Virginia Tech, yeah.
Oh, he transferred. That's right. He transferred.
Yeah. I like old Brock Hoffman. What you think about TJ Bass? You think he'll be on the team next year?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that's good. That's good depth that you want there.
Yeah.
And you know, as bad as Mike Solari was, the development of Brock Hoffman and TJ Bass. Now, Brock Hoffman, if you go to his TikTok, on Brock Hoffman's TikTok, he's training right now. He's already training right now. And so I don't know if that was Solari or if that's just Brock Hoffman and the mindset and that nastiness that Hoffman already has. So and same thing with TJ Bass. I don't follow him on any socials. I don't think he has socials, but just that he has. I think TJ Bass has a lot more to learn technique wise, but once he figures that out, that's good depth you don't want to get rid of.
Okay, cool. Well, I got a private message with that. Oh, Champ, you got something to say, Champ?
If that's true, what Corner said, I remember I said that last year. Put Hoffman at center and put BB at guard. But here's my question: what would y'all do with the left tackle?
They're talking about Awesome Richards, if you can believe that. I don't know. Yeah, that's scary.
I don't think it's as scary as you think.
He's not awesome.
Well, but he ain't. He don't have to be the Miz. You know what I'm saying?
But we spent a first round to be a left tackle and to have an undrafted free agent. No, I think we took him like in the fifth. I think Osa Richards. I think he was like a fifth round pick. I could be.
Was he? I thought he was a third. Was he a third?
No, he wasn't.
I thought he was a third.
They saying they think that the guy from Kansas could make Steele play better.
Really?
Nah.
Yeah.
And he could.
Steele and Steele versus Zach Martin were two totally different players. When Steele didn't have Zach Martin next to him, he looked 10 times worse.
Oh,
I'm just being honest, man. Maybe Zach was telling
Steele
him help him out. You know what I'm trying to say? But
no, Steele got to go, man.
He ain't going.
I would get Guyton.
I mean, too much of salary cap hit. That's another bad salary cap decision.
His salary is $18 million. So if we cut him, I thought this was the year we finally could get out of Steele's contract.
He's not going.
Yeah, you can. He could be a post June 1 cut.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought this was.
Yeah.
I would put Guyton the right tackle, and I would draft a left tackle. That's just me.
When the hell did we draft freaking Awesome? Was it last year?
2023.
He played for North Carolina. I'm pretty sure like a first round pick.
Brother, 2023. You don't trust me?
Was it day 3?
It was 23. It was 23.
Man, Corner, you don't believe me, man? My word, legit.
He was a left tackle for North
It
Carolina.
was a 5th round pick. Yep, that's what I was looking up. Damn, I'm rusty, dude. When you don't talk about these Cowboys, man, you get rusty. I'm rusty as hell.
It's all good. Let's talk about 2 more positions before we get out of here. Let's talk about running back. Somebody posted Genty is 5'8", 211 pounds. Corner, what you think about that?
Nope, I don't like. I'm biased. Give me a 6 foot, 6'1" running back.
Okay. Each 5'8", 211. What you think?
Yeah, behind this offensive line, man, he's gonna get killed, man. So like, Jesus, it's a recipe for disaster, man.
And the guy that been screaming, get us a running back for the last 3 years, champ, 5'8", 211.
7th round pick or college free agent. I want a Marion Barber 2.0.
I agree.
Savage, what you thinking, man?
Nah, I don't want no part of him. He's talented. He's very talented.
Absolutely.
But I don't want. Listen. Like I said, today was the first day I saw people saying when they saw this running back class run, and not everybody even ran. So many people didn't even run.
Yeah.
So many people were like, "Why would you take Gentry at 12 with this monster running back class?" I don't want him at all. But I do want to come out of this draft with 2 running backs.
Mm-hmm.
We got none.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Corner.
Savage, let me ask you, what do you think about Genty's stance?
It's something new. Like it's a new stance like that. Now all the high school kids are like copying. I could honestly listen, as long as you get the job done, like KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Like that's the saying. Like I don't care what stance you got, as long as you can get the job done. But I said
But is he doing that stance because he's 5'8"? Or is he doing that stance because he's trying to be a trendsetter?
No, it's possible. Listen, when you get to shorter quarterbacks, they can't even see over the offensive line when they're going back to pass. That's what that is a possibility. That he is one of the shorter running backs in this draft. I mean, listen, he's very talented. I don't want any part of him because I can get running backs day 3 that.
And especially, I mean, he just wouldn't fit with his size. He would get killed here, man, with the lack of talent on our offensive line.
Mike, what you think about Genty?
You know, the problem is he's undersized and he's just gonna be set up to fail under this O line. I think there's more important positions for us to draft. Running back is a must-need too, but I don't really want Jensen either, to be honest. There was a time that I did want him, but nah, I don't.
Okay. Corner, would you feel the way if they took a running back at 12?
It better be Omarion Hampton. I know that. That's the only running back that I want. That's it. I think somebody had him drafted to us. Was it Mike Mayock? No, it wasn't Mike Mayock. He's out of it. Who's that old guy?
Probably Jeremiah.
Oh, it's the other old guy.
Kuiper.
Yeah, maybe it was him. I think he had Hampton coming to us.
Yeah.
I like Hampton.
12.
12 is very rich.
It's rich.
Very
But I don't want to lose them at 29, 30, 31 either. You know what I'm saying?
I can get Trevon Henderson from Ohio State. I can get Quishon Junkins just as big. Nah, I ain't taking a running back at 12. I'm not.
I don't know, man. Hampton.
We have no Listen,
stuck on one person when you like them.
We're missing a defensive line.
That's my flaw.
Defensive line. We're missing a linebacker. We're safeties. Donovan Wilson's going to get cut.
Oh, God.
Bro, there's so many running backs, man, you can get. And like an argument I use, the Chiefs went to 3 Super Bowls in a row with a round 7 running back. Isaiah Pacheco out of Rutgers.
Yeah, Pacheco, yeah.
Perfect example, Kyle Monungai out of Rutgers. He ran a 4.6. He led the Big Ten in rushing in 2023. The kid's a bowling ball. I'll get him day 3. I'll get Bashard Smith from SMU day 3. I can get Damian Martinez day 3. I can get Taj Brooks day 3. Listen, people are starting finally to see the running back class. And it's going to be the first 3 rounds. You're going to see a lot of running backs. You're going to see a shitload of defensive linemen drafted.
Twitter has did this now in March.
But it's amazing. Omarion Hampton lost 3 inches or 2 inches and 30 pounds, from to see where they had him, his statistics. But they play with the rosters.
How much did he weigh before? He was listed at 220.
They were saying he was closer to 250, 6'2".
Really? Jesus.
Now, ironically, the biggest running back who ran, perfect example, Donovan Edwards from Michigan. They had him listed 6'2", 240. I think he was 5'11", 211. And he ran like he had shit in his pants last year. And he had
Go ahead, Corner.
Man,
Where do you have Hampton ranks in your running backs?
He's in my top 10, 100%.
Okay, is he top 5?
No. Yeah. Yeah.
Savage, is he top 5?
I'm going to be honest with you, man. That's tough, man. I love Caleb Johnson from Iowa. I do love him. I give it a good and a bad. Thing that scares me, 1 year wonder. But he had 1,800 yards in the Big Ten. You know what I'm trying to say? I love him. I love Quishon Junkins, Ohio State. Ironically, everyone's telling Trevon Henderson is a first-round running back right now. My original top 5 running backs was Quishon Junkins, Quishon Junkins, Trevon Henderson, Nicholas Singleton, Katron Allen, who returned to Penn State, and Kyle Monungai. They were my original. Let me tell you something. The biggest running back is 2023's Doak Walker winner from Oklahoma State, Ollie Gordon, 6'1", 230. He had 1,800 yards in 2023, and unfortunately, he played behind a horrendous Oklahoma State team. He still had 800 yards and 11 touchdowns. He's the biggest back that showed up to the combine. And that's a perfect example of, you're telling me he went from a Doak Walker Award winner, where if he would have went out, he's a top 15 pick, to now he's a day 3 pick? No, it's the offensive lineman. Did Bijan Robinson turn around Atlanta? No, Atlanta's offensive line sucks. Bijan would be perfect on like a Chiefs or Philadelphia. You know what I'm trying to say? So like when we see these running backs going in the top 10, they're going to shit teams. So it's like, what do you expect? And like
Hampton was in my top 5. I don't know. I know you do your thing, Sam, but not to have Hampton in your top 5.
No, I'm not saying he is or he isn't. I haven't released my final grades. Hampton's got big ass thighs. He has 2 years of 1,500 yards production. He has
Red zone.
He had
Red zone.
He played on a horrible team. North Carolina was horrendous this past season.
Take your shirt off.
He had a lot of yards after contact. I get it. But there's way too many edges. I'm sorry. We don't have deep. Listen, okay, just quick question. Where do we value more? A defensive end or a running back at 12?
A defensive end. Let me ask you this. The Cody Savage, the Cody Show Sports said running back Brashard Smith, SMU.
Oh, he's a I've only been talking about him like since June. He played 3 years at Miami at wide receiver. And last year when he played with Miami, so 2023 season, Miami went through 4 different quarterbacks. He said, screw that. Jumped in the portal, went to SMU. SMU says, you're going to play running back. And he went off. And he's crazy coming out of the backfield, catching the ball. You could do mismatches with him. You can line him out wide. And, and he's a day 3 running back. He's a day 3. Damian Martinez, Miami, is a day 3 back. Kyle Monangai is a day 3 back. All of these day 3 running backs I see, because the first 3 rounds, you're going to see. So first 3 rounds, let's just say hypothetically, 100 picks, you're going to see 30 to 35 defensive linemen at least drafted. At least 6 tight ends.
Really? Wow.
Probably 10 running backs at least, if not more. 10 linebackers. I just listen, Devin Neal, Kansas. I'm a huge I think he only had 52 touchdowns in his career. Taj Brooks, San Diego State. And that's just dudes who ran. There's so many guys who didn't even run. The combine is. I look at the combine as a medical. I'm sorry. That's all I like. There's so many dudes who didn't even run. They're not even healthy. But the Ohio State kids were playing in the national championship game 4 weeks ago, and they showed up today. But it's people, do what they want to do. A perfect example, Harvey out of UCF. Who's talking about him? I've been talking about him.
RJ Harvey. Yeah.
He had 1,500 yards 2 years in a row.
You don't like old boy. I
love Elijah Roberts.
No, not him.
270.
Scatterbo.
Okay, this is not to sound racist, but because
if they say not to sound racist, it's about to be racist.
It's about to be racist.
Besides McCaffrey, who basically he's broken down. Name me the last white running back. Not Allstott, not PJ Hillis, Peyton Hillis, not a fullback.
Who was that one-hit wonder that went to Madden and never? He played on the Browns.
Peyton Hillis from Cleveland.
That was Hillis.
Fullback. Okay. He played 1 year. Scatterbo didn't even work out. Why?
He just had a playoff game, didn't he?
He didn't work. Arizona State didn't go to no playoffs. They did. I take that back. They did, but they got knocked out in the first round.
But didn't he have a good game that game or something? Something put this guy on the map because I couldn't stop hearing the name after these bowl games.
He sold out.
Like one guy has a great game in a bowl game, and then he's the new guy. But where were you the last 4 years?
Where were you earlier in the season?
No, he had a good year. He did have a good year. Me personally, I look at him as a fullback.
What?
I look at Scatterbo as a fullback. And they're saying he's probably not even going to get drafted.
When are we going to use Hunter Lemke right?
No way.
Speaking of fullback.
We yeah, no, I agree with that. We should be. Yeah.
DJ Gidding out of
Kansas State.
Kansas State.
6 foot
DJ
1,
Gliddens.
212.
Too light. That's why I like Hampton, dog. He's 220. 6 foot.
That's
This
a big
dude's-
difference.
Oh, it's Quishon Judkins.
He had
Ollie Gordon's like 230. He's 6'1". You get him day 3, that's a beast. I'll tell you right now. Rocket Sanders, Raheem Sanders.
We don't have a fourth.
They used to call him Darren McFadden 2.0. In
Really?
2022, he had 1,700 yards at Arkansas. He has that upright running style like Darren McFadden. Hurt his knee in 2023. 2024, transferred to South Carolina, had close to 1,000 yards and 11 touchdowns. Listen, his combine, his draft all comes up to what the combine says about his knee. But then he probably qualifies to come in for Dallas Day because he's near Arkansas is near Texas. But you let your doctor look at his knee. If that kid's knee is okay, that's a day 3 steal. And he ran and he's 6 foot 230, and he ran like it was like little under 4.5 today. It was like 4.4, like 4.47. It's going to come down to his knee and what your doctors say about him.
Cowboys, they've been Scatterbo. They've been looking at Scatterbo.
He's a fullback. Nah.
Hey, but all right. So what's that? Last topic is about Dak Prescott.
Shit.
Last topic about the quarterback.
All right.
So I was on sport. Not Eshan. Savage texted me one night. I was at work saying he was on Junkie Show and they was killing him over there.
You went on Junkie Show?
He did.
It was like on a Sunday. Like no, the topic of his show was Dak. I got your back.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, wait, what's up with that? And I'm like, I went in the chat, and then he threw out the link, invited me, so I went in there and I got and left and right. So I was getting like.
Couple of hours after you went on Savage, Fifth joined that show, same exact show. Because
you joined it too.
I
only was on about an hour and a half, and then
was it in the morning? Was it real early in the morning?
No,
it was at like night, man.
Yeah, it was at nighttime. Yeah,
y'all text me so I can go in there and throw some punches.
I went in there and cooked, boy. You know me. I went in there. And
it was just
Chef RD up in that bitch.
I went in there and cooked, man.
No, the arguments were just.
There's people on his panel agreeing with me, boy. I was in there cooking.
Arguments were just.
So the topic is right. So his point for one, Genty, was to lighten Dak's load, like we already knew anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Which is ridiculous because, like I told him, I said when Kansas City took away Saquon,
yeah,
Jalen Hurts had to play football. I said when we take away our running back, what happens?
Yeah,
what happens?
You gotta put the ball in that son of a gun's hands.
Yep.
You know, so I can't get over this dude saying football is not about X and O's, it's about people. God,
that's the most stupid thing.
Whoever says that, just like
that lets you know right there that we're fucked this season, man.
And
there was a guy on his show that said Philadelphia's defensive line won that game, and I said, perfect. Who do you want at 12? He goes, running back. I'm like, bro, you don't even make sense. Bro. You fucking don't even make sense. You just
man.
Philadelphia, because I didn't even watch the fucking game. I don't care. My team's not in it. I don't care. He's like, Philadelphia's defensive line won that game. Who do you want? I want a running back.
Running back.
No, I saw the game. It was obvious that the trenches won that game.
Yeah, it was a good show. I went over there and but any good running backs opens up play action. Oh Lord. Let me tell you something about play action, Cody show. When your quarterback legs don't work.
Yeah, exactly. You need a quarterback who can
and
run.
it's not going to work this year.
You need a
The
quarterback.
running back opens up play action, or the offensive line opens up.
Thinking this Prescott from 4 years ago that can roll out like that.
It's
He
not
can't
the
do
same
that no
quarterback.
more.
Nah,
Not the
He
same.
can't do that. Y'all got.
He can't even pick up his feet.
Yeah, y'all got to stop. Stop. Yeah. That's the typical consensus of play action. It opens up. That cannot listen. There's no more rolling out. The man, he hurts himself throwing the ball now.
Yeah.
Dude,
Rolling out, he hurts himself passing the ball. He's done it
hamstring
twice
off
now.
the bone.
He hurt his leg with his arm. He's done that twice now. He done it in that Patriots game.
The Patriots
Call of Duty calls that mistakes were made.
Nate Dogg. Exactly, Nate Dogg. Play action bootleg.
bootleg.
Oh,
Yeah.
Listen,
No,
and I get it, bro. That made sense 4 years ago.
right.
That's not now. He can't do that. Dak Prescott, he has to be a pocket passer. That's why you need an offensive line that can protect. He can't run the ball. There's no more rollout. That's done, bro. That's done. You need a good offensive line to protect Dak so we can run the ball, and he needs more time to pass the ball.
Yeah.
We're not talking. No, gents, listen, y'all got to stop with that, bro. Like we keep saying, these guys are winning Super Bowls with running backs you never heard of. Why? Because they need them in small spurts. They got offensive line that can block. They can get 7-8 yards. They passing the ball. They running the ball themselves. You can't just always depend on everything around your quarterback to make him 100% better. If your quarterback can't step up when he needs to, you're not going to win. I don't care who you are. And I'm not just putting it all on him. The offensive line needs to be better. CeeDee Lamb has dropping balls. We need a running back that can play year-round and not be hurt. We need an offensive line that can protect. We need a good play caller. All this stuff contributes in. But when your main player, the quarterback, is limited, a lot of stuff is not going to work.
Then they were telling me, why are you comparing Dak to Mahomes? I'm like, well, Dak makes more than Mahomes. That's not a fair comparison. He makes more than Mahomes.
Not only are players leaving and winning Super Bowls, coaches are leaving and winning Super Bowls.
I do have a statement from the Royal OG, and it states, hear he. You see this shit? Now they got to draft a quarterback after not playing Lance and starting Cooper Rush over him. And now you're fucked because you're dead last at quarterback position behind the Eagles and Washington. OG texted me that today at 4:57 Central Time.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Yes, he did.
It's man, God, him and Trey Lance, man.
Yeah, he's definitely related to Trey.
Lanceroni.
Lance is his nephew.
That is great. Lanceroni is so great.
That's hilarious.
Really got people saying Dakaroni. That is so funny, bro.
Webster Dictionary, it's coming up, man. I'm telling you.
But I'll tell you one thing though: if Dallas pays Osa,
Right back.
they're definitely taking a run back at 12.
Corner. I'm gonna come to you first. So we don't know what they're gonna do in the draft, but we got our coaching staff. We got some players on the offense. I hope we draft. They're not drafting no QB. I wish.
I wish, yeah.
Will the football god somehow miraculously make Dak Prescott a better player this year?
I think.
Honestly, seriously, I want your honest opinion.
I mean, there's a lot of what ifs and I thinks that go into this conversation, because if the O-line, and I know this is just me talking from what right now, I think the coaching staff that we have in place is really beneficial to this O-line. They could be beneficial to Austin Richards. It could be beneficial to Terrence Steele. And I'm saying could be. Y'all listen to the words here. Could be, right? It could be beneficial for Brock Hoffman. Tyler Smith, but hey, he could probably fix his game up a little bit too. He's not perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at the O-line and you got that, right? And of course, I think you should draft somebody, third round, whatever. You don't have a fourth round pick, so you got to salvage this somehow. If they go, Hampton, if they trade back in the first and get them at 25 or something, I'm happy with that, right?
Right.
So that sets you up there. Now, if you look at the combine and the combine visits, my whole Twitter page is Cowboys met with this wide receiver. Cowboys met with this wide receiver. Cowboys met with this wide receiver. So if you bring that help in, I know you guys disagree, but I like the tight end room. I think that's the most stand-packed position for a position, whether you get Ferguson, Schoonmaker, who came on late, and you got John Stevens Jr., who's coming back from yet another injury. But I like the two guys, Ferguson, and I like Schoonmaker, who came on. Build that consistency. Can Dak do it? I don't know. But if you can build this up and you can get really good run schemes out of your offensive line and you go Hampton or you go all the running backs that Savage said later on in the draft and those guys pan out, that's going to help you because it takes the ball out of Dak Prescott's hand. Give me a guy in an O-line that can close the game. Give me a defense that can make the stops when you need the stops. I don't want to go down a fucking minute and a half and it's already a fucking touchdown and our offense gets in and fucking scores. Match the points. And how you do that is you the which I like Clayton. I like that mentality coming in. The defensive coordinator, the line coach that came from Kansas, I like that mentality. It needs to marry each other and work. Can it? I don't know. That's why I'm saying it could. There's a lot of what ifs, I thinks, and coulda, shoulda, wouldas, right? And so if you can build that, I think if Jalen Hurts can win a Super Bowl, Dak got to do something, right?
Right.
If Joe Flacco can do it, Dak's got. If Nick Foles, if these guys, it has to be done. Something has to be done. But it's gonna take a fucking miracle. Sorry to go long-winded, but there's a lot of moving pieces to that question. But it's how can you be productive on offense and minimize Dak Prescott in a way that it benefits Dak and it benefits the team.
I actually like that answer. That's a good answer. Eshan, let me ask you something, man.
Yeah.
Let's just say, we Hoffman takes over center, BB go back to right guard.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that Kansas guy make this offensive line solid.
Okay.
Let's just say we get one of those top 20 running backs, all of that good stuff. If Prescott is healthy, can he get us through the playoffs?
Through the playoffs, as in, can he get us,
at least to an NFC championship?
No. He can't get us to an AFC championship game. Absolutely not. He hasn't done it, even when he's been healthy. Yeah. What makes us think he's going to do it now and heading in? And look, we can put the game of if he's healthy. I'm willing to make a solid bet he's not going to be healthy. I don't wish injury upon people, man. Of course not. But this argument that he's not injury prone, you can say that for his first 4 to 5 seasons. The past 4 seasons, he's been hurt every single season. So that's the recent track record that's in front of us. He's going to be. I'm very, very certain he's going to get. He may. I'm not saying he's going to be out the whole season, but minimum 4 to 5 games, I think he's going to be gone. Okay, and so just based off of that alone, I'm just throwing that out there. But to the question directly, man, it's he can't make it. Look, we can draft everyone under the sun on this team. I'm not. He may get us to a wild card. Fair enough. He may get us to a divisional. Fair enough. But an NFC championship game, he hasn't done it in 10 years, man. What makes us think he's going to do it this year? That too with this team? No way. I just don't see it. It would take something I will happily eat my words if he makes an NFC championship game, and I will love it. But not happening, man. I doubt it, man. I'm telling you.
So real quick, if I can.
Yeah.
To Eshan's point with Dak's health history, that's why you have to draft a quarterback. I'm okay. If they draft a quarterback in the first round, I'll be okay with that. In the second round, I'll be okay with it. In the third round, I'll be okay because it's almost a guarantee that Dak's going to go down. So give me a guy that can go in there and put somebody behind, make Prescott uncomfortable, right? Put that guy there, and if you can build the core of the team up, and a guy can come in and replace Dak as a rookie, bring it for me.
But I agree with you 1,000%. But when someone's contract is guaranteed, how do you make them uncomfortable? I'd say, fuck you. You still got to pay me.
No, that's the thing. I think
Here's why. Because Schottenheimer already benched Dak in the practice because he was throwing picks in practice. So when you do that and the new guy comes in and he doesn't throw the picks, Dak's a competitor. You can make Dak uncomfortable.
They already said that. I mean, like I said, they don't play poker. They already said we want to draft a young quarterback to put behind Dak. So I'm sure that's going to happen.
Do you think that we're actually going to draft a quarterback this
I
draft?
could see one going 3rd, 5th round. Yeah.
I mean, if they do, great. But I mean, we'll see. I guess I just don't. I'd have to see it to believe it, man. That's kind of where I am with it because to put pressure. Before Shams goes, I don't mean, but like, I think in order for Dak to feel pressure, like, I mean, it's a possibility, with Schottenheimer. We don't know how it'll turn out. Fair enough, but we all know that Dak has a direct line to Jerry, man. Being paid $60 million fucking dollars, like, I don't, barring a situation where it's like he plays so god awful to the point where it's like their coach is like, fuck this, I gotta get someone else in. I think that's the only situation I can see that
does everyone remember when Zeke was limping and Tony Pollard was healthy?
Yeah.
And Jerry Jones' theory was he's the highest paid running back in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to be out there.
Well,
and that's exactly what he's
going to do with that. 100%.
What you got, corner?
And another way, and this hurts the team for building the team up. But if they draft a quarterback early and you don't restructure that contract,
you
don't put that money on a credit card. That can make him uncomfortable too.
Who Jerry sees more as a son, corner? Dak Prescott or Dez Bryant?
Tony Romo.
Okay. All right, champ. All the football gods in Dak's favor this year. Can you get us in a deep playoff run?
Okay. This the only way it's going to happen. The only way. Cowboys going to have to run the ball 25, 30 times. Dak is just going to have to hit the pass tempo going to be no more than 24. He got to be dink and dunk, hand off the ball. That's the only way.
Let me ask you something, man. Because we did that in 2016 and we still got lost in the divisional round. And now
he got a rookie quarterback.
But one quick question. Now he's being paid the highest paid in the history of the NFL, and he thinks he's here, whether we think he is or not. Do you honestly think that they're going to let him that he's going to throw only 24 passing? He threw 60 in the playoff game.
That's why I said that's the only way. That's what I said. That's the only way.
Situation, though.
I already know. I say, I already know. They're gonna have him throw 35 to 55 times per game because
that's what I mean.
$60 million of trash.
That's what I mean.
Corner, I didn't hear you.
I was saying though but that's why you didn't have a running game and you got behind and you couldn't establish anything. So you're playing from behind, so you have to throw the ball. But Tony Romo's best year, statistically, was in 2014 when you had the NFL leading rusher.
Yeah.
It's very possible that Dak can look really good doing less. What is the wrestling thing? Less is more, right? Less is more. That's the wrestling. That's in the wrestling Bible. That's the first verse. Less is more. And if you can do less with Prescott and with the running game, with the O-line, it's more for the franchise.
I completely agree with you. I'm just saying, will they? I don't see it. Unless I'd have to see it in order to believe it. It's kind of just the only point that I'm making on that front of things.
Right. What about you, Sav? Would you see any success coming out of them led by Prescott this year?
All right. I know this might not be a popular answer, but I have to just look at what's on the team right now.
Okay.
And the way the team is right now, they're going to be the worst team in the NFC East.
Right now, yes.
Right now,
yes.
yeah. Right now we're bad.
And even if we put BB to right guard, Hoffman the center, besides TJ Bass, we got no depth. We still got to go out and throw 2-3 picks at offensive line. We have no defensive ends.
Nope.
I mean, our defense is atrocious.
Yeah, man.
Philly won that game with Philly's O-line is legit, and their D-line's all rookies, man. They're all young.
Yeah.
They're Georgia North. At 12, if he's there, if there's a guard, Mikel Williams out of Georgia, defensive end. If he's there.
Corner, what do you want, man?
And the Savage is right. And one of the worst things about this front office is how they built this team. 24 free agents, 14 of those free agents are over 30 years old. How do you how can you say you built through the draft, you sign your own, but when you have that big of a gap on your team, there's no benefit to it. It's like going to retirement home and trying to lose your virginity. It ain't gonna happen.
No, you're gonna laugh. Those are like the retirement homes, like all the old people go to, bro. It's like Diddy parties. Those places.
But that's age for age. You're trying to get these young guys to merge with these old guys, and the shit ain't happening.
Yeah.
Also, there's one edge out there. He's really, really good. Mike Green out of Marshall, and he's going downhill faster than the Titanic for some allegations.
I think
which is messed up.
I think Dak Prescott could look as good as he's looked when he's had all the pieces he need, and I think that'll be it. So with all the decent pieces he need, you probably will look at a winning season, but his cylinder, his peak has already been reached. Even 100%. With the old line and a good running back, everything you need, it's probably going to look like the 12-5 or something like that. Not even saying 12 this year because other teams are good too, but it could be a winning season to keep the Dakaronis hard and keep them.
What's going to happen when Philadelphia gets Myles Garrett? Because that's going to happen. They only have 15 draft picks.
They own it.
That's without comp picks.
They're not trading Myles Garrett.
Really? They're not going to trade for him.
Philly office. They said they're not moving him.
Well, they're smart. They're not like Dallas.
Not Philly.
Right. They're not saying their cards.
They said nah. They said they're not.
Listen, Myles Garrett is a waste on Cleveland. If you're trying to rebuild Cleveland, he is a waste on Cleveland.
Like I said,
trying to rebuild.
I think, like I said, for me, even if we have that, Prescott is capable of looking decent and winning, but his peak has been reached, and his peak as a quarterback is not becoming a Super Bowl quarterback because it's not. When the rubber needs to meet the road, his tires go flat. That Prescott just can't get you to the promised land. He's not built for it, bro. He's not built, and under that pressure, he just
mentally he's not.
Even with a good season, God dang it, corner, go ahead.
All right, and so to your point, I don't want to talk over you. That's why I'm doing that.
Oh, go ahead.
So to your point, if somehow Dak gets to the playoffs, he will be the oldest quarterback in that bracket.
He's going to be 32 this year, I believe, right? That's crazy.
Yeah.
32, right?
He'll be the oldest quarterback in that. This is Joe, my dog. He says it. It's a young man's league. A young guy will go in there, just like Jordan Love did, and knock the fucking shit out of the guy.
Rourke, Indiana, quarterback. Remember that name.
Somebody just put that in the chat about you too, Sam. Somebody just said you mentioned a guy from Rourke. They just put it in the chat.
He passed for he played for Indiana in 2024, but before that he's from Canada. He played for Ohio in the MAC. He threw for over 7,000 yards. He ran for over 50 touchdowns. He ran for another 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns. Indiana got a whole new coaching staff. Everyone from James Madison the coaching staff went over to Indiana. He jumped in the portal, went to Indiana. He had 30 touchdowns, I believe, 5 interceptions. He's like 6'5", 230. And he ran for over 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns in the MAC. He's athletic. He's 6'5". So if you want to go down the list of what an NFL quarterback is, he hits every check mark. But you might have to get him maybe third. You might.
Jalen Milroe.
He's horrendous. Don't even get me started.
Go ahead, man.
He's a fullback to me.
So you lost me when you said Canada because Jerry ain't gonna pick him up because Jerry's gonna think he has to pay a 25% tariff to get him there.
Oh my God! But no, Fitz, I agree with you, man, wholeheartedly on that one. On your point about Dak,
I just think he's, and I know fans
he's reached the ceiling.
That we can go. You can't go. Dak has had what he needs to win on different occasions. People like to say he's still better than Jalen Hurts. Listen, man, all I need to do is play better than you on this Sunday. All I need to do when I have to step up is be better that day. Buster Douglas had to be better than Mike Tyson that day.
Mm-hmm.
He was better than Mike Tyson that day by a little bit. And that's what it's about. It don't matter if I'm better than you. It don't matter what my stats say. Yeah. Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl needed to step up when they took away his running back, his weapon. And he did it, and he took care of the ball without trying to be a hero.
That's it.
And that's exactly what he did. And like Uncensored always said,
stats are for losers.
And Dak tried to go to that, but he cut himself off. He stopped himself. I don't want to mention record. You just did it.
Jalen Monroe's gross.
Like
gross.
you Dak Prescott ain't played Saquon and Jalen Hurts.
No.
You ain't beat that. You ain't beat them. Like when you play, what was his name? Gardner Minshew, maybe when he was in Philly.
It was Gardner Minshew. Yeah.
So don't give me that crap, bro. Quarterbacks, champions know how to win when they need to win. I don't care if you beat the Giants by 40, Dak. Corner, go ahead, Corner.
God damn it, man.
Do y'all think? Because AJ Brown, I seen a clip. I didn't watch the podcast because they're a bunch of nasty, stinky Eagle fans. But AJ Brown said. He asked the guy about Dak. He said, I don't like Dak. I said, okay, I can rock with it. Say more, whatever. And A.J. Brown said, appeared to Dak Prescott, said, I don't know what it is. Is the game too big for Dak? Is the game too big for A.J. Brown said that, yeah.
He just falls apart in big situations. It happens in a million professions in this world. It is what it is.
Well, it is too
big. I'm not ragging on him for that either.
But I mean, it's the facts, man. He has a winning record in every month, but except for January.
He's a great fantasy quarterback. That's about it.
I mean, look, we the playoffs are win or go home, right? That's just the way it is. Any given Sunday, as it said, right? Yeah. He has a winning record in every month but January. So miss me with him being able to win in January. He's not making an AFC championship.
I mean, this year you got the Reds. Everyone has to realize the Redskins, they're going to get better. Philadelphia, they're going to get better. Minnesota's going to get their quarterback back, J.J. McCarthy, but who knows? Who knows where Sam Donald's going to go? Don't be shocked to see him at the Giants. Green Bay's going nowhere. I mean, you got the Lions, the Rams are there. I mean,
look, if we give Dak the moon and the sun and the stars, it'll probably maybe look like the 12-5 season that we had, which means we'll win 12 games if we're lucky, and then get bounced on the wild card with his ass throwing 60 attempts and 2 picks. It's the way it always is, man. With him, look, it's the same song and dance, bro.
I just hate when you have these conversations, and me and Corner, man, we've been going at it. What year this is?
25, man.
So many years. There's been moments where I've been dead right on him, and he's been dead right. We both have shut each other up, whether it was facts, opinion that came to be true, no matter what it was. 2 years ago, bro, I was rooting for Dak hard.
Rocking with him hard.
And every Sunday, Corner say, I don't know, bro. I just don't trust him in the playoffs.
That's it. Bottom line.
Every Sunday. And that playoff game, I told Corner, man, look, Jordan Love ain't finna do nothing in this. Like, bro, I don't know, bro. Even we was 12-5. Corner's still stuck to it. I don't trust him in the playoffs.
Yeah, we have to see it to believe it, man.
And I'd be damned if his first on the pick six in that Green Bay game.
Now, man.
And I said that year on the Cowboy Up podcast. Shout out to those guys. Dak Prescott's good, but I'm still keeping him at arm's length.
Because I was the same exact way, man. 100%. You and I were on
He's
the same
playing good, but he's right there because I know that wide-eyed, bright-eyed eye look.
Yeah, I was the same exact way that season, man. Because we were
on Sports Junkies podcast. I wrote a list of the talent that Dak has had since he walked into the league.
Yeah,
and then their response was, "Oh, but that was Romo's team." And my response was, "Who gives a fuck whose team it was? As long as you win."
Who was the quarterback?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm trying to say? They're like, "Oh, that was Romo's team." Who
No,
cares?
they call me, man. I
mean,
everyone makes excuses for Dak, man. It's like
in that Chiefs Super Bowl, Hurts wasn't the reason they lost the Super Bowl. Yeah, he played.
he played pretty well that game. Yeah.
He plays. He takes care of the ball and plays good. Listen, he came from Alabama. Yeah, they booted him for Tua. But even at the end of that season, when Tua got hurt, he came back and won the national championship. Then he went to Oklahoma and showed out. You know, the dude is a true baller. He knows how to win on all levels.
Yeah.
Give him what he needs at all the positions, quarterbacks, coaches and all that. Jalen Hurts knows how to win. What'd you say, Corner?
Look what Nate Dogg just said. Man, Nick Foles won a Super Bowl with Carson Wentz's team.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's also easy to win a Super Bowl when you have the best offensive line and best defensive line in the NFL.
But listen, but at one point, could nobody touch us when it came to takeaways?
Mm-hmm.
We had two.
Speaking of touching,
like
you've been touching your controllers to get your ass whooped in Madden.
No, I haven't. I work nights. I feel like a zombie, bro.
Yeah, that sucks, bro.
I work days and I still feel like a zombie. We're gonna chop it up.
Oh my god, bro, it's crazy.
Is that a what kind of Tupac shirt is that?
That's racist.
What kind of shirt is it?
That's racist.
You know he's from Buffalo. Legit, he's from Buffalo, New York.
Who, Tupac?
Really?
Tupac was an actor before he was a rapper.
No, he wasn't. He was a rapper.
No, he was a rapper first, I thought.
You never saw him with the earring in the one ear?
He was a rapper.
And talking a little sus.
Watch your mouth. We ain't doing no Tupac slander on here.
I just know what I know, and that wasn't no AI.
We ain't doing no.
You see that video, Savage?
Yeah, he from New York. He only moved to Cali. Well, at first he went to school in Baltimore. Then he moved to Cali. Him and his mom moved to Cali.
Where did he go to school for?
It was like him and Jada Pinkett went to that school of art, so to become like actors and stuff. Him and Jada Pinkett.
So he was a what before he was a what?
He was a rapper.
He was an actor before he was a rapper, and he played a damn good rapper his whole career.
No,
yeah, he was in that movie. What, Juice? He was in Juice. I think that was the name of the movie.
Yeah, it was Juice. Yeah.
Yeah, he played Bishop.
Yeah,
He already had two Apocalypse albums already. He was a rapper first.
Oh, really? No.
And before he put an album out, he was with Humpty Hump with Digital Underground.
Oh, that was some Humpty Hump, I'm sure.
What was he? He was a background dancer.
He was with Digital Underground before he was a solo rapper. We're not doing no Tupac slander on my post.
I just went down a rabbit hole I didn't want to go down.
I heard it.
Because Dear Mama is one of my songs.
We're not doing that. But he was with Digital Underground before he was a solo artist. He was a backup dancer for Humpty Hump. If you go back,
it's a backup dancer.
Yeah, he was. Don't let Thug Like Personal fool you. He was a little sweet. Yo, y'all is crazy.
I'm trying to tell you. I went down a rabbit hole that I should have never went down.
I know all the allegations y'all talk about, and it's easy to make that assumption after you see a video. But come on, man.
I said rabbit hole.
I know he shot an off-duty cop and didn't go to jail. I know.
Did he pull the trigger, or was it a prop gun?
He got down on one knee and shot him.
Right. It sounded like he was trying to. He was doing Call of Duty graphics.
Tupac was not what you think he was. Man, listen. If y'all want to say he wasn't a gangster and a thug, he had a persona when he signed to Death Row. That's cool. I don't care about that. I don't care about that type of stuff. His music was dope.
But when people say they shoot off duty cops and don't go to jail, They don't tell you how many people they ratted out to get that deal.
No, he got a really good lawyer. No, he shot him.
No, that's the truth. Listen, I'll be honest with you. Listen, if you have the greatest lawyer, that's why when Diddy's lawyer quit on him, I was like, oh, that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
Well, because of necromancy, he was having sex with dead corpses.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah.
What?
That's why Diddy lawyer quit.
I thought there was stuff with kids involved. He was having
Necromancy. Yeah, they said they got footage of him humping on dead corpses. And his lawyer said,
What?
His lawyer wouldn't quit because of kids. He would defend that. This right here was just
no. But all I'm trying to say is I've only seen that twice in my entire life. But that's a bad sign. When your lawyer quits on you, and he's probably making millions off of that case.
He put the whole new emphasis on coming back from the dead. He came back on the dead. What the hell?
Damn,
What the?
Don't ever disrespect Tupac on my channel.
Hey, I just said I went down a rabbit hole, and I'm shook.
It's not real.
Yeah,
I love paying rent when the rent's due. Hope you got the diamond necklace that I sent to you.
He just Suge Knight, made him think he wasn't who he was, man. And things went bad. He went from Brenda's Got a Baby, Dear Mama to Thug Life. So I'm gonna tell you what a big part of it was. I think he got too deep in the Juice character. I think he got too deep in Bishop.
You think so?
I think that Bishop character, man, and Death Row had a lot to do with that too. But because before then he was very pro-black. His dad was a Black Panther. His auntie Asada Shakur was a Black Panther who still ain't been caught since she escaped police custody in the 70s when she killed that cop. She went to Cuba and still ain't been caught.
That's not his mother. That's not his
Asada Shakur is his aunt. I said his aunt.
Oh, aunt. Okay, his aunt. Yeah, she's in Cuba. She's in Cuba.
His mama named Nephew. Asada his aunt, man. Come on, man.
Now, again, what kind of Tupac shirt is that?
That's racist.
Okay,
show me the whole shirt.
Let me ask you a question.
That's all he was asking.
If you were in a club and Tupac was next to you, would you feel a certain way? I mean, would you look at him and be like, "Yo, he's gonna kick my ass"? I would.
First of all, Asada Shakur is not dead, my boy. Don't you kill that woman off like that. She's well and alive. Trust me. What happened about in the club though?
If you were in a club and Tupac is next to you without his 30 bodyguards, you'd laugh at him. Let's be honest.
First of all, I'm not participating in no Tupac slang down here.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, how tall was he? He doesn't look like a big dude.
I don't know how tall Pac was, man, but he had the heart of a lion though.
I think it was 5'8", 5'7".
I think it was a Lala line.
Pac was short.
What was Simba's wife's name? He had a heart. He had a heart like her.
He was like a big dude,
He was 5'9".
He was 5'9".
Yeah, but he hung with the Mob Pyrus, man. It's unfortunate what happened to him, man. Being with Death Row, man. Suge Knight, now. He didn't even know that they was beating up a real killer in that Vegas casino. He didn't even know they was beating up a real killer, like a real gang member, a killer that they jumped in their club. And it came back to bite him, boy. They got him. A lot of idiots think he's still alive, but that man dead as a doorknob.
Yeah, people do think that.
He is out of here. Phil Quarter, my homeboy, watch your channel. He a Dakaroni. Yeah, he was a Southside crew, Baby Lane. Yeah, they jumped Baby Lane, not knowing he was a real killer.
But did he get killed like 4 years after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got killed in a car wash shooting. Main Crips, I think it was. Yeah.
He
better not put his quarters in that machine before he died. He ain't gonna get a
refund. A few years after.
He got killed in a car wash by some other Crips. His uncle is in jail for actually the Tupac murder right now.
Yeah, well, the fucking idiot wrote a book about it. Went on Vlad TV a million times. I'm still convinced Vlad's a Fed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say?
He had a private agreement to never speak about it again. He went on like a fool.
He wrote a book about it, made money about it, and then you wonder you get indicted.
Damn.
Do y'all think Diddy was behind Biggie Depp? No.
100%
Yes.
he was. 100%.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
100%.
Yes.
Yo, they said Biggie had a broken leg. He was in a wheelchair. Diddy had his own studio, and he sends him out to California to film a record. 100% he had him killed.
They didn't give him a minute, they gave him a profit.
In a wheelchair. He was in a wheelchair. So, first of all, he was a big dude. So it's not like he has track speed and he's going to run away.
At that point, he wasn't in a wheelchair no more. He was just on a cane at that point.
Okay, still, he ain't running. So why would you? That's like us asking Dak to run the streets of Philadelphia, jogging. Come on.
He had a bad car accident. Him, Lil Cease. What's that female singer name? He was sleeping with a lot. What's her name?
Who?
Not Faith Evans. What was the other one? What's her name? The female singer he was sleeping with.
Oh, you talking about Lil' Kim?
No, not Kim. The other female singer.
Mary J. Blige?
Man, no. What's her name, bro? Oh, what's her name, bro? I can't think of her name. It wasn't Lil' Kim. It was Faith Evans. What was I can't think of her name right now. But it was her, Lil Cease, and Biggie in the car, and they had a car accident. No, not Faith. The other one.
Cardi B?
Cardi B was a kid. I don't know if she was born, man.
No, that's what Charlena's saying.
That's racist.
Oh, yeah. Charlie Baltimore. Charlie Baltimore. Yeah.
Yes, that's who it was. It was Charlie Baltimore.
Charlie Baltimore. I've been screaming. Y'all couldn't hear me.
Shut up, man.
I've been screaming it.
Cardi B is a blood who's married to a registered sex.
Who's this dude, man?
I'd still bang her, but
Charlie Baltimore.
Yeah, she was in the car with them when they had the car accident. When Biggie broke his leg got crushed up pretty bad.
But let me ask you a question. But Diddy had a recording studio in New York. So why would you send him to California to record a record?
Because he was promoting a new album, and they wanted to go out there and promote it.
They're promoting a new handgun is what they've been promoting.
Now, Gene Deal had got the call from old boy from prison and said, hey, they got a hit on Biggie head. And Gene Deal, who's Diddy from a bodyguard, told Diddy, like, yo, Diddy, we got to get out of here. They're going to kill us tonight. And Diddy like, man, I ain't trying to hear that, Gene. So even if he didn't have nothing to do with it, he brushed off what his bodyguard had just told him, that they was going to kill him that night.
You know who they say is super hardcore, and you would never ever think it? MC Hammer.
I'm about to say that. MC Hammer.
Like he is. He was a snap of a finger. 100 dudes.
Hammer was a gangster, man. Hammer was a gangster for real. Yeah,
And man, you know what? That's a big dude too.
Oh, I never seen him.
I met him when I used to work at the airport.
I read it. They said he was legit. Like I know he put a hit on third base. I know he put.
Oh my God, y'all, please.
He was supposed to be promoting the album in Europe and did, but by Biggie dying, how much do you think Diddy like made off of that?
I don't think Diddy had anything to do with Biggie's death.
But did he make?
He just biased.
Did he make money?
I'm not biased. Listen, I think Diddy's a piece of crap. I'm glad he did.
Well, put it like this.
A lot of people bad, but I don't think he had anything to do with that.
I do, because think about it. When after Biggie passed, that's when his stock went up. It went triple up, and then it was a point where it was a point that Biggie Mama asked Sean Combs, "Where's my son royalties at?" Talking about, well, I don't know. It's about paperwork and stuff, and she never got it.
Never seen a dime.
And of course, she died in the nursing home, hospice.
Broke.
Just died.
I still can't believe he was messing around with dead people. That's why the attorney. That's crazy.
But yeah, he's a piece of crap regardless.
No, that guy's fucking crazy.
I just think that one, like I said, his bodyguard Gene Deal at the time told him that, I can't think of this rapper name, that called him from prison like, yo, y'all need to get out of LA tonight. And he went and told Diddy, and Diddy like, yo, I ain't trying to hear that, Gene. He was like, bro, like, you gotta go. But who was it? They was about to sign Biggie. They was about to sign Biggie and Junior Mafia because he's about to leave Bad Boy because he wasn't making no money. Diddy wasn't paying him.
Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, Bad Boys.
But that's racist.
No. Listen, the original Bad Boys is with Sean Penn. It's a prison movie.
Mike Lowry.
Yeah.
I recommend
Yo,
anyone
what was
watch
that
Bad
movie?
Boy. I recommend anyone watch it. Great movie. It's super old.
That's a really good actor. Yeah.
Sean Penn was in it. Bad Boys.
Yo, did I? Eshawn, did I tell you I finally watched that old movie Heat? I finally watched it.
Oh, you saw Heat? Good, man. That's a great movie, man. Classic movie.
Heat was fire.
No, it's one of the most. It's one of the best.
Pun intended.
That's a great. It's a really really good movie. I really like that movie. That's one of the best crime movies I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna get out fifth quarter. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we about to dip anyway.
Yeah. Oh, another person who they need to investigate, Clyde Davis.
Yeah, Eshan, you forgot to watch this Blood In, Blood Out.
I'm gonna see it. I'll see it.
I was watching some of the clips this past week.
He stepped down from the soon as Diddy went to jail. He stepped down.
And you know what? He was the one that got Diddy and it was Diddy, I'll be sure, Heavy D, Uptown Records, Cam Porter, and it's funny that 4 of them dead.
I used to live by I'll be sure.
You did?
I used to live in Jersey.
And y'all know one of them kids that be with Diddy, that ain't Diddy's son. That's Albie's son.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I'll be sure. Yeah,
I've heard
That's
that.
Albie's son. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I've heard that.
So that was because Cam Porter and I'll be sure they was dating.
Yeah, and Diddy raised the boy. That's Albie's son, though.
But that's a big age difference, though. I mean, I'll be sure was old when I was a kid.
Nah, he's not that old.
No, I ain't that old.
Is he still alive?
Y'all might be the
Yeah,
same.
he almost died.
He was really sick. He's 56. He's 56 years old.
No.
He almost died.
Albie's not that old. Albie sure he's not that old.
60? Is he 60?
No, he's 56.
Oh, okay.
They were saying Diddy was killing people with pneumonia or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, people with pneumonia.
Kim Porter, she died mysteriously.
And she was young.
Heavy D.
She was young.
They said the night before he passed away from pneumonia, he was performing.
Really?
Who?
And next day he died of pneumonia.
Jesus.
I know that they were saying Diddy's bodyguard came out talking about him, and then
Gene
boom,
Deal.
he died.
Gene Deal. Wolf was a hitter. Yeah, Gene Deal. That was his main bodyguard. He the one that talked about all the night Biggie died. He was there. He saw the Muslim. He was there. He was there. He was in the car with Puff. Yeah, man. Yeah, Diddy only got one son. Yeah, for sure. He definitely do.
Diddy's a fucking that guy's crazy.
Yeah, man. He need to be. He's done a lot of bad stuff, man.
That's crazy, bro.
No, that guy.
You know what? They said Clyde Davis had something to do with Left Eye murder too.
I just think she had a bad car accident.
Yo, that was the one who burnt down Andre Rison's house,
yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And he forgave her too. He forgave her.
That, man. You burned my
Burned
house.
it to the ground, bro.
Wow.
I was a young boy when that happened. Too.
Yeah, I was a kid.
Yeah, that was wild. She burned down his crib. I was like, he forgave her.
Mm-hmm.
Mansion. It was a mansion.
You're forgiving someone for that?
She must have had some fire between her.
That girl was crazy. That girl was literally crazy.
Yo, Gene Deal, Diddy bodyguard. He said Diddy sent him to Russell Simmons' house one night in New Jersey. Said he get there, Russell Simmons got a house full of cross-dressers.
They also said that. I've heard that about Albie Shaw also too.
Yeah, I heard about Albie too. Yeah.
Him and
Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones was definitely. Oh, he grew. I think he probably touched Diddy too back in the day, bro.
Well, they said they ran a train on.
Proud of what they did to him.
What's that kid? The little geek, Justin Bieber, whatever the hell his name is.
Oh yeah, they said that he was all over him. Diddy was, and they said that Usher got by Diddy as well.
Also, he got groomed by Diddy. He did.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're getting into like humping dead bodies and shit, then you're fuck that.
Yo, listen, you know how much Diddy was paying his lawyer? He had a retainer. You know how much bad crap you got to see to give up that money.
That's what I'm saying. It had to be like it had to be
Man, that's
Real,
I
yes.
mean, lawyers are sharks and scum of the earth. So
yeah.
anyway.
Lawyers and agents are the worst people. Man.
But for them to like quit, I was like, he's never
He said,
seen
under
a
no
life.
circumstances can I continue to defend him. He stepped down, bro.
That's crazy, man. Fuck that.
They said that footage is crazy. They got a Diddy, man. They said Diddy doing.
No, man. Just seeing the first video I saw of him was him assaulting the woman in the hotel.
Oh, Cassie.
Yeah. That's the
Been
video I ever saw of anything of this, and I was like, "Fuck that! Fuck this piece of shit."
Yeah, we been knew what he was going for. Y'all ever see that video when Diddy was coming up on Bieber like, "Why you stop calling me? Why you don't call me no more? Why we don't hang out no more?"
Yeah, I saw that.
Years older than this kid. You asking this kid 30 years old. You ask why he don't hang out with you no more. He was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And what about that was on? I think it was the Wayne Brothers, one of Ray Brothers show, and he had Diddy and Mike Tyson, and Diddy had his hand underneath Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson like, hey.
And he moved his hand back.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, imagine all the stuff he's done with behind the NDAs. That's very true.
Listen, you will always get caught. You can't get away with that stuff, man.
No,
you're gonna get caught, no matter how long it's gonna take. Look at R. Kelly. Look at Epstein. Like you're gonna get caught.
Eventually, yeah.
Oh, real quick, who the CEO of Sony Records?
Oh, I don't know.
Tony. Tony Montana. It sounds like a mob name. I think he had Michael Jackson killed too.
Sony Music Entertainment CEO is Rob Stringer.
It is Rob Stringer. That's right.
Tony Motelli. Motelli. I have to look it up.
Eventually, they get too cocky and think. R. Kelly got away with it 3 times, and the fool couldn't.
Yeah. He liked them youngins.
They had him on tape, though. I think with the last.
Yeah, Tommy Mottola.
Listen.
Yes, Tommy Mottola. That's an evil bastard.
R. Kelly, he married Aaliyah in '94 in Vegas.
Yeah.
The mom found out he was having sex. He wrote the whole album, AJ Number the Number. Ironic, it was titled there. For him not to go to jail, he gave all his publishing and everything to her mom.
Okay, but check this out. As crazy as this sounds, in the majority of the states in the United States, the age of consent for sex is 16.
She was 14.
Oh, yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, you can't. That's no good.
She was 14 when they made that.
That's a fucking minor, man.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
then in '98, he got with the 13-year-old, and that's what they had on camera, him peeing on the girl.
Oh God!
Remember Chappelle? I was a wee.
Everybody saw that tape. Let's not lie. Everybody saw that tape.
I never saw it.
Yeah. Hollywood
went to court.
I plead the fifth.
Look, I was a kid. I saw the tape. I was a kid.
Yeah, Hollywood is full of snakes, man. I'm in that business.
He paid the family off. They went to court. The girl dad is sitting on the stand crying, saying, "No, that ain't my daughter," because he didn't already paid him off, so he got a lie.
Yeah.
He's sitting there crying. No, that's not my daughter. He paid that. They were paying that girl all the way up to like I think 2017. The fool got off on that. That's twice.
Yeah.
This time they got him, and he's done. But this right here, this is like the OJ thing. You got away with it the first time. This time we're gonna stick you for what you did in the past.
Yeah, that's where they got him for the robbery and shit.
Dumbass.
Right, uncensored. I was young.
Man.
I was young.
Oh yeah, Hollywood is full of crazy fucking. Oh yeah, I'm in Hollywood, so I know. Bunch of motherfuckers in this business, man. It's crazy.
It has to be a cutthroat.
It's a very, very unlike other. Like I know other industries are also brutal in their own respect too, but I think my industry is the one where they're willing to like step on you and spit on you at the same time.
Yes, they sure will.
I've had people do that to me before. Yeah,
that was Sparkle Niece. That was Sparkle Niece. It sure was. Yeah, he wild on that tape. Then the fool showed the same house he did the taping on that BET show, BET How I'm Living. Same house, same everything, man. Just had the little young girl. Man, dude, sick, man.
That's crazy.
I hate it for him.
Fuck that, man.
I still listen to music, though. He a piece of crap, though, man. He a piece of crap. He ain't never getting out.
Yeah. No, the only thing
how long did he get?
Who did it?
Kelly.
30 years.
Damn. And he's got to be like in his like 40s, 50s, right?
No, he in 50s.
He might be 60 now.
That's a
He
fucking
probably
death
60 now,
sentence.
yeah.
That's
He's
pretty much a death sentence.
58. He's done.
Oh yeah,
That's a death sentence.
Just like Suge Knight, done.
Yeah, that's basically a death sentence. Yeah.
Yeah, but he ran a guy over. Like, what the fuck was he trying to prove with that? Like, that
He
doesn't
ran
make
over
sense.
two guys. One of them died, and he ran over Bones. Bones was in what movie? Training Day. The one that he picked up that gun and told the white boy, "Go and get out of here." He the one that pointed the gun at Denzel. Like,
Dude, Training Day is a great movie, man. I love that movie.
That's actually based off a real story.
Really?
Yeah, he did say it was his brother.
Oh yeah, Training Day. I'm a Denzel. I like Denzel quite a bit. So like,
that was a good fuck. It definitely was a good
Like,
movie.
Suge
That's
Knight,
based off a true story.
He's not gonna die in prison, man. He gonna die in prison too.
yeah. No, man. Like I worked on a film a couple of years ago. That do you guys know have you heard of the Weinstein story? Do you know what?
Of course, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I made a film under his productions, man. And I didn't. This was before any of the allegations.
Lock him up. Lock him up.
Me?
Yep.
But like, I mean, that dude was a fucking motherfucker, man. It was a film called The Founder. It was about the invention of McDonald's. So it's a biopic. It's a drama. This motherfucker wanted to change it into a comedy. Now, luckily, me and the people who were working on it had final edit, so it didn't end up being a comedy. But that dude was fucking all over the place, man.
Yeah,
that dude was crazy, man.
sick people. Don't tell me.
Don't tell me.
Hey, you on the casting couch? You was on the casting couch?
Nah, man.
Ah. That's crazy.
All right, but what's better, Blood In or Blood Out or American Me?
You said what?
What's better, Blood In, Blood Out versus American Me?
Them right.
I have to see the
Man, I
movie.
ain't gonna lie. The first time I see American Me, I was like, "Oh wait, what they doing to him?" Like that one kind of. I ain't gonna lie. But for me, for watching Blood In, Blood Out, man, because
It's tough. It's a tough call. They're both really good movies.
they are, man. Blood In, Blood Out gave that. See, American Me was mostly told from they both kind of told from a prison standpoint. Because one, Miklo went to prison, but you still had Paco, who became a police officer. And Blood In, Blood Out was cool. Like, after they did that to Cruz, when they broke his back on that fire hydrant, and then Paco and them and Chewie and them got revenge the next day. I love that scene when he cut that VL in old boy chest. Man,
Do you guys have a favorite movie, if I can ask?
favorite
tough,
one.
Yeah. It's tough, right? Because people ask me that all the time because I'm a filmmaker, right? But like, it's a tough one.
As of now, I don't know.
It's tough because there's all different categories.
Exactly.
I
Like,
pull from
I have favorites. I don't have a singular favorite. I have favorites.
I can pull from the 80s. I can pull from the 70s because I'm a real movie. I can pull from the 70s, 80s.
One of my favorite movies is from the 60s. Psycho was one of my favorite movies.
Movie from the 70s is just like, I don't know. I got so many.
Yeah, the same movie.
I got so many.
I have favorites.
You ever see the original Manchurian Candidate? The original.
I am tell y'all a movie to watch. The Count of Monte Cristo. It's a good.
It's about a guy escaping from like a prison or some shit, or like an island or something like that. I never seen it.
I haven't seen it. Yeah.
It's tough. There's all different categories. I think Gangs in New York is a fun.
Gangs in New York's a great movie. Yeah, for sure. I mean, recently, I think the best movie I've seen recently is a toss-up between Oppenheimer and Dune. I don't know if you've seen, or Dune Part 2. I don't know if you've seen Oppenheimer or Dune Part 2. But, like, I'm a big fan of both of those filmmakers in general. So, like, yeah, I mean, best of all time. People ask me that all the time, man, because I'm a filmmaker. But it's hard to rank just one film, right? Yeah,
because there's all different types, man.
I think, I have favorites, not a singular favorite, but I have favorites. I mean, for me, tops, not in any particular order necessarily, but like, I would say Oppenheimer for me would be one of the few. Inception, I don't know if you've seen Inception. That's a great movie. Shawshank Redemption, I really like quite a bit.
Yeah, that was.
Sicario is another movie which I think is excellent. Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock movie in the 60s.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Most of them, and there's so many, man.
Yeah, no, of course, and there's all different like types. Some are comedies, some of this, some of that.
You've been hard pressed to find good comedies nowadays in film.
Oh, there is none.
Yeah, because like I mean, it's now granted it's hard to make a comedy. I know because I'm not a comedic writer, but I haven't seen a good comedy in a film in a while. Like I think Ted was the last movie I've seen that was like
that was
funny.
Two really old funny movies out of comedies are Easy Money with Rodney Dangerfield. That's
okay.
That's on the early 80s. And the other one is Hollywood Nights. That's funny.
Okay.
The reason Hollywood Nights didn't do good because it came out as the same day as Friday the 13th.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
That's why. But yet it's an all-star cast. All-star cast. Like legit 20 dudes. I think Platoon was a good was a good
one. Yeah, I'll give you Platoon.
I mean, it's so tough, man. Then there's sports movies. Then there's
because it's I mean, sports movies wise, what would be my favorite? I think Creed probably would be my favorite of the sport because technically Creed would be a sports movie because it's a boxing film.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah. Creed was a really good movie.
Yeah, Rocky is up there for sure too.
If you're into boxing, Cinderella Man. Awesome movie. It's a real story.
Yeah,
it's a real story. It's about boxing.
Football movies wise, I mean, Friday Night Lights was good.
James Braddock, his name was.
No, yeah. Football wise, Friday Night Lights was good.
The Program.
Yeah, The Blind Side, I'm not a big fan of. Only because I mean, it's a good, well-made movie, but
I didn't see that.
It's about what's his face, Michael Orr, I think.
Yeah, Michael Orr.
Yeah, it's about his story, but the thing is, they whitewashed a lot of the film.
Really?
Yeah. So I granted, I don't know the actual story of this is beyond the movie, but like
there was a movie I saw. It's called Better. It's about a kid who's a walk-on in Arkansas, Brandon Burlsworth. Bro, it was one of the most saddest stories I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
The owner of the Indianapolis Colts is a straight up piece of shit, bro. That's all.
Really? Leave it at that. One of the saddest movies I've seen. I mean, recently would be on the Von Erichs, the Iron Claw. I mean, that's
I saw that. But
I know I saw you mention that you saw that.
I think it should have been like a Netflix 10, like that. There's so much they left out of that.
Oh yeah,
that should have been like a 10-series documentary. They left.
I know they took a lot of creative liberties with that movie, but like it's just because I never grew up watching wrestling, so that was, but I saw the movie and just on the movie front because that's the only entrance I had to that film.
Yeah,
it was like that's one of the most tragic fucking stories I've seen.
Oh yeah, there was 6 brothers.
Yeah,
and pretty much 5 died.
4 it was a really different.
One by electricity, like electrocuted as a baby. That's when they ran into the field and he saw the baby.
Yeah,
that was the oldest original brother, and he got electrocuted by like a wire by the house. Yeah, talk about JFK. I think
that's the one. Yeah, that's good.
That's. I mean, it's you're gonna laugh. The prison guard in Shawshank Redemption, the big fucker.
Yeah.
He's in. I'm telling you, check out Bad Boys, the original one with Sean Penn.
With Sean Penn, yeah.
He's in. He plays a prisoner in a juvenile jail.
Oh, does he really? Okay.
In Bad Boys. That's why people say Bad Boys. I'm like, bro, that's like fucking a 40-year-old movie when I was a kid. But it's
I mean, I like the Bad Boys movies with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. But like they're fun. They're fun to me, but like they're not the same thing. I haven't seen the one you're talking about, but like
that's a legit movie, man.
Yeah, I should see. I mean, I like Sean Penn. I mean, the first movie I saw this was a Bond movie, GoldenEye. I'm a big James Bond fan as well. So like
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think Carlito's Way. I'm a big Al Pacino fan. I like Al Pacino.
I like Al Pacino quite a bit. Yeah, solid actor. Yeah, him in a lot of the gangster films and stuff. Like
I think he's better than De Niro just because De Niro cannot play a Spanish guy. Not even close.
In mafia movies, yeah, I agree. I think De Niro's a better actor. Period. But I would. I mean, it's a debate to be honest because both are like top tier.
Yeah, I mean, like I said. Like Pacino played Carlito like 100% like Hispanic. Also, too, it's an old movie, Serpico.
With,
Al Pacino. And if you saw the original Serpico, bro, he played him to a T.
Oh,
Dog Day Afternoon, great movie with Al Pacino. He's one of my favorite actors.
oh no, yeah, Al Pacino with the Godfather movies. He's a great actor for sure, no doubt, without question.
Animal House is a fucking. I don't know if you've ever seen.
Scarface is one of my favorite movies of this, though, of Al Pacino's. That's a crazy fucking movie. Have you seen Scarface?
Of course, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. De Niro couldn't play that character.
Yeah. No, I know I'm censored, man. I just haven't had time to because
you got kids.
no, it's just like I love going to movies. I love watching movies. Given that I'm a filmmaker, I just don't have time as much right now because tomorrow I'm leaving out of the country. So but I mean, I'll probably be able to get on the shows in weeks and stuff. I'm going to be traveling overseas, so it'll be fun. But anyway, I guess Fifth's not coming back, so I guess we're done.
Yeah, I guess we are. All right, bro.
All right, man. Okay, I'll see you.
Now I'm gonna go watch a movie.